The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Horror on the Orient Express, a luxury campaign spanning the European continent, with David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore.
What did you say in your email?
Oh, okay.
You
Yes.
had some.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely. Do I need to know about it?
Well, was any of it right? Was that any?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, okay.
my God.
You're asking the wrong person.
Let me see if your email
Okay.
sparks
I'm
any.
reading my notes right now, and they're
sparks
very
any
good.
I'll
Is
read
Jade
mine.
joining us today?
No, it's she had some last-minute birthday plans come up.
Nice,
She
good
had
for
to
her.
honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what my email said.
Okay.
According to my nearly illegible notes,
Right.
we are looking for the Saint Marie Celeste Church, where we will find the Napoleon collection,
Yep.
Yes.
which
You got it.
apparently contains the fragments of a statue of Marie Antoinette. I have it written down
bless
two
you,
different
Renae.
places, and I couldn't
Bless
read
you.
it.
You have saved the damn day.
Yeah, that's,
Yes! Which will lead us, unless it's all wrong. like-
Well, no, that will do, because
But
mine
then
is
he
just
said-
Venice and then a heart around it.
yeah.
Useless.
Your grade for the semester is a robin.
Zero.
So I think the thing that this dastard said was
What?
that
Me?
was that
Never
like
called a dastard
well
before.
there's a lot of things that were said around Venice, but
Yeah,
there's
there's-
only one thing
That
that
will
we have
lead
to
you.
focus on.
Right.
So I think you got it.
Okay. We're also
See, that's your
looking for
PhD skills coming through. Like,
Yeah.
like this is all bullshit. Oh, the one thing that I need to know that's gonna get me through this fucking program.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing my advisor wants to hear.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
Does Johann Winkerman sound like
I have to let me look.
familiar?
Let me
I
look here.
looked-
I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
I don't think so. It
I've
doesn't
written
ring
down
any
so
bells
many
with me.
things.
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly. It says San Maria Celeste Apocrypha 1505
Okay.
is the year.
Wait,
Oh,
are you
that's-
recording this?
Yep.
Where the
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
Hi everybody.
Okay. Listen to welcome to our nightmare.
Hi, this is Role Playing Public Radio now.
Oh my
Don't
god.
you dare.
From Beyond, we watched two amazing movies. We watched From Beyond. Have you seen it?
I probably
You have to see.
Beyond.
What's-
Why does that sound familiar?
It's a
does sound
Cthulhu. It's from the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
does it have Sam in it? That Sam guy?
Jeffrey Combs is in it.
Sam Neill?
Yes.
No,
No, that's,
the
that's
Prince of
Mouth of
Darkness.
Madness.
That's Mouth of Madness.
No, there's another one he was
That he was in?
Huh.
Because I was thinking about Prince of Darkness.
Event
Space-
Horizon?
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that
That was so good. I love that movie.
This is
From
actually
Beyond.
amazing. From Beyond.
I'm sure I've seen it.
Stuart Gordon's follow-up to Reanimator, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So amazing, you
Oh,
guys.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes.
You need to
Wait a
watch-
minute,
you need
wait a
to
minute.
watch
Is
it.
that, okay.
There's
yeah.
some crazy shit in there.
There is some crazy shit in that.
Yeah, it's gross as fuck.
Oh my god, I love this. The
It's-
only thing I have on Venice is Venice space blank. Everything else has something. Kingdom of Souls, National Museum of Belgrade,
Wait,
Trieste,
okay.
Johann Winkelmann. Okay, so there is there is Johann Winkelmann in
Okay,
Trieste.
let me look. Let me see if I even wrote down Venice.
And then Paris, Comte de Fenelick, Sophia,
did you say
Buried and
Winkelmann?
Hidden,
Yeah,
Milan,
Winkelmann.
Collector
Oh, okay.
Sold, but Venice, blank.
Okay.
I got
I think
Jack
because
on
we just
Venice.
didn't know. Renee, you saved our
You saved your
skins.
ass.
Yeah.
Venice. Okay, Venice plus something part of Queen's possession.
Ooh, okay, that's helpful.
Yeah,
Queen's possession.
Antoinette.
Right, Antoinette.
Paintings, Queen Marie, Comte
Marie.
painting, and then I have pictures of Van's pictures of looking at paintings. So I had to take,
Yeah.
I have to write down the pictures I take. All right, I have my new character too, that I'm going to introduce.
Oh. Dottie is,
the
because she's staying
Fez.
behind in,
Yep.
yeah.
George Banks.
George Banks.
George Banks.
Fez scheme disappeared. That's very sad. That brought back some bad memories right there. So I'm gonna just leave it in my
Moving
notebook
on.
here. Moving on to my Italiano.
Italiano.
I swear I'm not gonna do an accent. Character. I'm a forensic psychologist.
Ooh! What's your character's name? I can't remember.
Why am I thinking? Me neither. I'm thinking I didn't write one down.
Okay.
Yeah,
then.
there are snacks.
Yeah, I thought we were not being
Oh, indeed.
There are dark cookies.
It's a habit now.
There
That's
are
right.
garlic plantains.
Stuff
That
your
would be
face.
fun, right? And there's apples and popcorn and apples.
Yeah, wow.
And the jalapeno
selection.
cashews. And
They're really good.
You don't like those? No, I haven't even tried them yet.
I think you're gonna like them.
Garlic I have dignity.
So flashback to the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
We chased the.
Oh man, I remember.
So there's Diva,
You remember?
who was
She was basically like an old lady.
right.
Oh yeah.
The old man took her
Essence
voice.
was-
We killed
yeah.
him, right? Yeah, the old lady, or Katarina.
Mm-hmm.
Tragically.
And so she is essentially like, lost to the ages. And what is it? Eat your feelings. It's the only way.
Yes.
So,
Although in Vampire you drink your feelings.
are we starting on the train or are we starting on the lawn?
both.
I know.
I believe you guys had cleared out from Milan.
Okay.
Yes, they had. So
So we're
Dottie is still in Milan.
Dottie is lingering behind.
I'm waiting for Riaz to get out of jail.
Yeah, for assignment.
And I needed some good Italian male names.
Are you male or female? Male?
Male.
I always like Vittorio.
Giacomo?
I was saying Victoria, but we have advanced.
Oh
easy.
yeah. Giacomo is
Giacomo.
John, right?
Geppetto.
I'm gonna slap you upside the head.
Oh, I keep coming up with these.
I know, me too. Is there any that start with I? Can you help me? Can you just,
Iago.
be a friend?
Who, me?
Wow, these are good.
Computer here.
The guy who's running
The
the game?
plantain.
Are they?
Oh man.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah. Wow.
I won't.
Be nice to me.
Okay. Let's see.
So we saw From Beyond, and then we watched The Velvet Vampire, or Velvet Vampire. Which
It's
is a crazy.
the Velvet Vampire. Okay.
It's a crazy exploitation movie directed by a woman, Stephanie Rothman, from the 70s. It's so, like, there's some really great
Roger Corman.
All right.
funded. There's
Yeah.
some great images and some really great things, but most of it's absolutely ridiculous, so.
Yeah. Very of its time.
Yes.
I watched Vampire's Kiss for the first time.
Oh, that's a good one.
Unexpected.
Okay.
And I remember there were jalapeno cashews.
Oh my.
No, I'm not likely
And
to
I
forget them.
changed,
They're
I
good.
changed up the box a little bit for next time, so
Oh, good.
we should
Good.
have
Good.
some of the same stuff, but then maybe a couple different things. The waffles were very popular, I noticed. And
Yeah, I did not receive a waffle at any time. So.
The waffles?
Oh.
There were little mini Belgian waffles.
What?
Oh, I don't remember those.
Wait a minute. One person ate all of them?
I'm thinking it
Who
was
was
Jade. I think it was Jade.
Des, the waffles were very popular. You didn't
Yeah.
you didn't give them out to anyone else.
No, I didn't. I think Jade ate a good share, but then
Yeah, I didn't have any.
I didn't have one.
I didn't even know they were there.
Good for her.
yeah, no, she knows what she likes, and
right.
she's going after it.
Get waffles, get paid.
What the fuck,
Yep.
All right, hey, I found some
Ate a waffle?
Italian names here.
Ignacio?
You can take that and look. There's
Oh,
every kind you want. There's certain names too.
Oh,
Would. You
okay. I'm
had
sorry.
them some
I'm
first.
sorry that I did.
There's any rating on them.
You seem annoyed somehow.
Oh, what? No.
No, he's
Just
just being.
focus.
He's just being.
Where is it?
Thank you, dear.
You gotta click on the links.
That's gonna be a nice counterpoint to the sweet.
Oh, there's different names that are of.
The different origins, yeah.
Oh, baby.
You gotta pick north, south,
Uh-huh.
Calabria.
I'm not gonna pick an A name. I've picked way too many A names.
All right. Well, you work on that since we can't bring you in right away anyways.
Is that you? The
Yes, it is.
I love it.
Yes, it is.
That's courtesy of my mother.
We got that
she got it.
from her for Christmas last year, and I just now have mounted it.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Is there a security camera inside?
Oh my god.
Now there's going to be.
That's a good
Not a
idea.
bad idea.
Does it have a name?
No.
Not yet. Has not been named.
Yeah. Taking suggestions.
Would you guys giggle too much if I named him Mose?
Yes.
Enough said.
That's
No.
yes. That's a
Enough
spontaneous
said.
yes.
That's enough out of you. All right.
As for the rest of you, since we're passing on to a new section, you can roll your checks.
Oh, yay!
Death checks to roll.
Yeah, good question.
Exactly.
I have 1.
All right.
Right.
Hey,
Huzzah.
Hell out of that thing.
you know.
There's water for tea. There are cups for tea.
Hey.
Oh, tea, yeah.
So
Now that I
tea
do
might
that
be
later.
good. We're getting into that kind of.
And that time of year, or time of year.
Nice. 33 spot hitting now. Yeah.
33.
That's pretty good.
Make sure you guys roll your luck as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yep.
thinking.
And then it's D10 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
9.
You guys will laugh if my last name was Bobo. No.
Bobo.
Well, it's not as funny.
If it goes, you know, with certain selections, it could Vittorio Bobo.
Yeah.
for
Could go
example.
T-bone.
Signor Bobo.
T-bone.
Tadeo Bobo.
Oh. No.
Horrible name. Well,
Vincenzo Bobo.
Right.
it's Nazario.
What, Nazario Bobo?
I don't know. Not
That's a
Bobo.
great name.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'm kind of sticking with that. Too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what you name him, that's his name.
The decision
All
was
right, all
made.
right, all right.
Yep.
All right. Nazario Bobo.
Bobo.
I have a PhD.
Okay.
I'm a forensic psychologist. You'll meet me eventually.
I feel like with the last name of Bobo, your dad should have been in the mafia.
He probably is.
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of the family business.
You know what paid for your degree, huh?
No, but his father wanted more for him. That's what everyone in the mafia
Oh,
wants,
yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, I know.
That's news to me.
Jen. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's some things in here that I need to figure out. Oh my god, those are spicy. Alright.
All right, yeah, you take care of that.
My hit points are what? Con plus
Size.
divided by
5.
5?
con plus
Con divided by 5 plus size divided by 5.
Yes.
What's your con?
my con 65.
So that's 13,
13.
and then size is
70.
so 27 hit points.
27. Thank you. Oh shit. Oh, I did write it down some. Wow. No, I actually did that. I'm taking care of myself.
Would you like a better character sheet?
No, I'm good.
You know what the Markov character
Oh
sheet?
yeah, I do.
You
Extra
just
one?
literally pulled that out of a bag.
I've got one more.
Yeah. Thank you. He's prepared. Come on.
But it's
can
not
you
even
believe
in a folder. It's just he reaches in a bag and pulls a sheet out.
Yeah, it's weird.
it? Just touch
Like
it.
Mary Poppins shit over
Can I change
there.
my next character's name to Felix? I think that would be an appropriate one.
It's not a bad idea. It's
Oh
good.
my god.
All right, y'all.
If Rohan doesn't last, I'll create an Italian name, Nico Felix.
Okay.
Felix. Nice. Okie dokie. So, yes, you've all boarded the Orient Express in Milan. And it's only a brief train ride to Venice. You'll be pulling into the station in the early hours of the evening. 5:05, I believe, is our scheduled arrival time.
Let's see. I guess as the trained person, I should be.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's
oh
right.
shit.
You got
I'm
the
the guide
timetable.
person.
5:05, arriving in Venice.
Okay. All right.
In the
Well,
evening.
17:05.
speaking of the guide,
7:05.
actually, Dottie has the guide. Did she hand it off to anyone?
Yes, of course it did.
All right, so who'd you hand it
Handed
off to? Physically hand
Lady
it to
Cynthia.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So
Venice.
Lady
Plus,
Cynthia now
Lady
has
Cynthia
the
is
guide.
much better
Okay.
pronouncing place names.
True.
That's very true.
I keep dropping the chips.
And what about the arm?
See, it's Lady Cynthia has my back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
In your arm.
No, I'm holding onto it. I'm holding onto it.
You're holding on to it.
Yeah,
Are the rest
I
of you
know.
okay with
We're
that?
sharing a room.
Are the rest of you okay with splitting up the
I don't think
simulacrum?
I didn't even know that the arm was there.
Yeah, the arm is there.
Like, there's an arm.
Yeah.
I thought there was just a.
Open the box.
I thought there was just a. No, I mean I know that. But Rohan.
Oh, it's Rohan.
Rohan
Yes.
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Rohan is not
'Cause
aware.
it seems like you were keeping all the pieces in separate locations. Because
Yes.
Lady Cynthia has the. Who has the chest?
I do.
Oh, that's right. Max has the
Max
chest.
does.
Torso.
Yeah, Dottie
I have the
had the arm, but
Okay.
we never actually put them together.
No,
Not
no.
yet.
You haven't Voltroned it yet.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we Voltroned it in here.
You have.
Did.
Yeah.
Somebody did. I don't know what.
Well, it's magnetized. It's kind of hard. Not.
Creepy. All right, so I think that.
All right, so Dottie has the arm in Milan.
Not necessarily. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
So pros and cons for keeping them together or apart. What do you guys think? I know it is very creepy. What do y'all think?
Let's
I'm not a
see.
fan of putting all eggs in one basket.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
It's the
I
opposite
mean,
of splitting the party.
Okay.
You got a relic.
I don't really have very much of a decision in this, but
What
as
do you
Vance
think?
Victorson,
Yeah.
you've already got the arm through customs in Italy, so it's not like they're going to be
Yeah.
It's easier for you to hold on to it rather than us trying to sneak it past the customs officers who have already cleared you with it.
Yeah. I'm cool with hanging on to the arm. I'm cool with hanging on to it. I'll meet you guys. I will be there.
Yeah, I know. If there's one thing you want, it's Constantinople.
Yeah. I will be there regardless.
It might even pass us.
Yeah, that could happen.
I might just fall asleep on the train. Go all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is an express.
But Vance will poke me awake, right?
When we get to Constantinople.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Okay. There's no dog in here, is there?
Yeah, there
Is
is.
there a dog in here? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's wonderful. What a success.
8.5 miles and a bone later.
Oh, my God.
And
What?
she seems to be okay.
Can you
8.5 mile
It's
walk.
amazing.
My God.
Did you go to Tsuki?
I could have, yeah. No, it was just tooling around here.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so I'm
think
keeping the
that's fair.
arm, and Vance will, keep me
Okay.
cogent.
All right. All right. So yes, you've all boarded. Well, those of you
Who did
were
board?
departing have boarded. You were on the train. There was that item in the paper about Faccia being found
Faccia, yeah.
torn to pieces on the roof of the cathedral.
Gotcha.
And otherwise, you are contemplating what lies ahead in Venice.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no. Do we want to debrief in any way about anything? Is there anything we need to talk about, you guys?
Oh, why are we going to Venice?
We're looking for a church,
Yep.
I see.
That church.
Yeah.
That one church.
which is not on the map. So.
Oh. Oh dear. That was awkward.
Love it.
And Winkelmann, by the way, was in Professor Smith's notes, and he's in Trieste.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trieste! Trieste! That's what I had there. Trieste.
That was in my notes too.
Yes.
Trieste.
Yes.
I have no idea where Trieste is. What country is
Yeah, I
it?
don't know.
No, that is the stop after Venice.
It's stop after Venice. At this point, I might still.
Wouldn't that mean like sadness?
Triste.
Triste?
Triste. Yeah.
It's after Venice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The stop exactly after Venice.
Alright.
So we'll be heading there next.
All right, so we're gearing up for Winkelmann eventually, but first we have to go to the church.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna find the goiter of the devil. We'll be
The
waiting.
goiter of the devil? The devil's goiter?
Devil's goiter.
Oh my god, no.
Ew.
I don't know what we're gonna find.
Nasty.
All right, so you're gonna meet in the what car? Dining salon.
Well, it's 5 o'clock, so maybe salon. Could I have a drink before dinner?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's nice.
That's a perfect idea.
Sounds lovely.
Cover my embarrassment over my failed attempt to seduce lady.
Oh my god, that was so awkward.
Wasn't it? It was delightful.
I loved it.
But I don't
I
think
hope
she
there's
even
more
got it.
She didn't
though.
even notice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, whatever. Huh? What?
Yeah.
Why aren't you looking
Totally
at me?
not on the radar.
Oh man,
awesome.
that's what makes it even worse.
I know, I love
It's
it.
embarrassing.
All right, so you've all gotten settled in your respective quarters. Max, as you are preparing to head to the dining
Yes.
carriage.
Area.
You hear a distinct sound on your door. It's like someone doing that.
Huh.
Is there a peephole in these doors?
Oh God, I wish.
I will open the door.
Wait, aren't there connecting doors between rooms?
Yes.
In some cases. Let's see. Let's look at the floor plan.
Find out where we're at.
Alright. Well, if we're keeping the same order, then I'm in the room with Max.
All right then. So
sharing
Rohan and Max, you guys both hear that.
We both hear that.
So yeah, our room is adjoining Lady Cynthia and Dorothy
Formerly
Gale's.
Dottie's room.
Oh yeah, so
So-
just Lady Cynthia's.
Cynthia.
Lady Cynthia's. We hear a pawing and a clawing on our chamber door.
So I'll, if you want to keep listening at the door, I can move through the adjoining bathroom and knock
Go around the other side. Oh, you're supposed to
on
laugh
Lady
on-
Cynthia's. Mm-hmm. So I'll knock on Lady Cynthia's.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Good idea. Very good idea.
Someone is.
Do you need another drink?
No, someone is knocking on Max's door. I want to.
Oh,
take a
sure.
peek from
Come on
yours.
over.
That's all right.
So I'll come out with you.
So should I roll stealth?
Please.
Okay.
This is so cool.
My hand drops surreptitiously into my breast pocket,
Oh. Huh?
and I fail.
What do you have in your breast pocket?
Oh,
A piece?
A little piece? Here, hold
Lady
little-
Cynthia
Lady Cynthia.
All right,
was
all
going
right.
to come with you, and
Okay.
she missed by 2.
Oh, they both missed.
Missed by 9
But I could-
myself, and I can't afford to spend that much
No,
luck.
no, that's
Oh, yeah.
That would eat all the luck that I just gained at the start of this.
Oh,
And,
really?
and if one of you fails, then all of you fail.
Oh,
so.
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah,
Okay.
I bash my head against the door as I'm opening it.
Yeah, well, you kind of try and like lift the door on the runners a little bit and slide it, and it's just no good. You know,
Okay.
it just makes a,
Clatter, clatter,
a
clatter.
whooshing sound anyway.
Especially since I'm trying to do it one-handed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have opened my cabin door.
So you're opening the cabin
I am
door.
opening the door.
Okay. All right. So
next
you
door.
you slide the door open. You are immediately struck. One moment here.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
All right, you immediately struck, but not with enough force to cause any damage. In the stomach.
I am
By
in the
blunt force, right to the stomach. Which, of course, let's have you make a con roll. I'll need a hard
Max.
success.
dirty pool, man.
Welcome to my world.
I did not make a hard success.
Okay, so it wins you a bit.
Oof.
And you see just a sort of a bottle green blur
Oh.
running off down the hall.
Oh.
Very small, very wee sized, running off down the hall, shouting, "Ice cream and jelly and a punch in the belly!"
Just like school. I'm taking off after.
Oh, what a little shit.
Yeah.
So at that point, Rohan,
Damn.
you open the door as Max is charging out into
we're
the
all-
hall. You guys kind of smack into each
Oh
other.
god.
Love it, love it,
You
love it.
clunk coconuts.
Yeah, did you
And,
like a point of damage or something?
Oh man.
I don't think so, but yeah.
Melons.
I love it.
But yeah, you see a little boy in a green school uniform, with the shorts and the jacket and everything.
Getting him. I want to get him.
Yeah. Good.
Tiger by the toe.
I'm going to reluctantly let go of what's in my coat pocket.
Reluctantly.
Yeah, just open fire. It's fine.
Child.
You're so violent.
And then you can see that in the passway of the carriage, he has defaced extensively with crayons.
What a little shit.
Lighter.
Yeah, the wood wainscoting and the wallpaper. So
Oh.
Wow.
We have to find whoever's in charge of this thing.
this thing.
Or we can just
This
throw it off the
thing.
train.
I'm scared of you.
Solve the problem very, very swiftly. We do it all the time in India.
What?
Only the strong survive. All right, so.
Oh my god.
All right. So after that strange little interlude, you're free to proceed to the salon for a much needed drink.
Yes, it is very needed now.
It's G&T time.
Yeah.
All right. The G's are combined with the T's and presented to thee.
Oh my god. What are you doing
We're
over
on a
there?
roll.
I'm out
On
of
a
control.
roll.
I'm out of
Indeed.
control.
It's just
On a roll,
because
out of
you
control.
weren't running a game last week, so you
That's
reserved all
true.
of
I
your
didn't
puns.
do any gaming in this week.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it is.
All right.
going.
So, yeah. What do you guys want to? You want to combine your notes, right? Put your
Yeah.
heads together.
Of course, while we drink.
Always a good idea.
Of course.
Hey man, some people think better when they're drinking.
That's true. That's true.
I never grade papers without a drink.
That's the
go.
spirit.
That is right.
It's the only way to make it through.
Well, I'm guessing you make a game out of it.
One for me, one for you.
2 sips for every past
Yeah,
tense.
exactly.
Alrighty. So,
Yeah, so we're sitting and it's beautiful, and there's like light on the windows. As
Oh, I'm
we're
sure
going
it's
by.
stunning.
absolutely, yeah. It's
Wonderful
northern
drinks.
Italy in the wintertime.
Oh my God, are you
So there's a
wow.
certain austere beauty.
Yes.
There's a frozen fog that clings to the hills, you know,
lovely.
and a pale blue sky overhead.
Wonderful.
Indeed. Not a whole lot of other people in the salon car right now because most folks are making their way to the dining car. There is a young woman of striking beauty, keeping mostly to herself. She's wearing all black, actually.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So she's okay.
She's trouble.
Well, this is Italy, so it's not too.
No, but yeah, obviously
is she
she's in
Italian?
some. She looks. If you were to make a generalization,
Yeah.
you would say probably so.
Well, that's not very.
She's olive skinned and dark haired, and you know.
Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say, what's the app?
Yes.
Oh!
App 85.
Oh!
Whoa!
Huh.
Yes.
Wow.
Get up on that.
I certainly cannot help myself. Can you?
I know, Max, I think you might be feeling less bad about.
I think the social
prospect.
disparity or the ethnic disparity between
Hold
the
you
two
back.
of us holds me back, especially because I speak not a lick of Italian.
Oh crap! Neither do I. That's a problem.
Oh my God, you guys.
Good thing you're going to be meeting an Italian speaker pretty soon.
Oh,
Never
Oh, yeah.
that.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilies.
Maybe right after you introduce yourself to this girl and the language barrier asserts itself.
Yes, wouldn't that be convenient?
Hello, can I act as a translator?
What is your app?
Do you speak English?
Yes.
A lot? A little?
31%?
So a little?
That's good
No,
enough for
it's.
me. That's pretty good.
So are we going to be asking each other the way to the bathroom in very loud voices?
No, I'm not on the train. I live
Oh.
in Venice.
Oh, he's not on the damn
Sorry, guys.
train yet.
She's cool with chilling.
What was that?
Said you're cool with chilling.
Just
Yeah, I'm
observing.
waiting. I'm percolating over here.
So 31 English?
31 English.
I'll teach you some. I'm 41.
Yeah.
All right, what is our lady doing? Is she drinking? Is she smoking? How can I assert
She,
myself?
okay, so she is dressed in black. She's actually wearing a veil as well.
Oh, okay.
Full
She's
on.
definitely in
Oh,
the
Oh my.
And she's, she's sort of, she's clutching a silver locket. It's just sort of,
Yeah.
you know,
She's got that in her
worrying it. Yeah, right?
That's the expression.
She has a lace handkerchief in her other hand, which is patently inadequate to the task of mopping up the tears that are spilling from her eyes
Oh my
occasionally
goodness.
as she is staring into her drink and occasionally muttering, "Papa."
Oh my god.
Oh god, we killed her father.
Not yet, I don't think.
Yeah, her father was Faccia.
Yep.
Ah! God forbid. Alright.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, do you see that poor woman?
I do, and it worries me. She's so upset. I
Yeah.
thought I must go up to her.
Let's go talk to her.
All right.
Bartender, a martini.
Wait a minute.
All right, let's mixing it up.
Yeah.
All right, so Lady Cynthia and Max
Yes.
are approaching.
Yes.
My dear, do you speak English?
So she comes out of her reverie and she says, "Yes, a little."
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Would you care for a cigarette?
Oh, so she smiles and takes the cigarette from your case. You light it for her. She pulls back her veil, obviously, See, she's even more lovely with the veil lifted.
Oh, shit.
So you're just.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Somehow crying makes her even more beautiful.
That's lucky.
She's one of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's one of those.
Those are a rare breed, those.
I never don't ugly cry. It's just always.
It's always
Yeah.
face like two little pinholes, mouth
Swollen red.
swollen.
Greek tragedy mask. Basically.
Yeah, basically Japanese horror mask.
Kabuki mask.
So my dear, we couldn't help but notice that you were in mourning.
Yes, it is my poor papa. He he has succumbed to pneumonia.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Whoa, what? Yes! The
guy-
Yes!
The lungs. The lungs.
Told you we killed him!
Crap, crazy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, might just be coincidence.
There was one left.
Might be a coincidence.
What's the waffles?
There was one
Yay,
left.
waffles!
Oh.
So Lady Cynthia slips halfway off her bar stool at that, but quickly recovers.
Yeah. May I ask what was his name?
Signor Stagliani.
What?
Let me see here.
That's not funny, GM.
Yeah. I do have the name here. Let's see. Yes. Well. Anyway, Vincenzo Stagliani.
Gosh, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
The,
he's
the one
not.
that we killed was tuberculosis,
Right.
not pneumonia.
It's true, but
But didn't.
still, that's
Well,
scary.
Yeah, you're right.
I was on holiday visiting relatives in Milano, and he was back home in Venice, and slipped into a canal.
Oh my god.
Oh, how tragic.
Everyone.
Didn't he
How
drown?
horrifying.
No, they pulled him out, but he caught the pneumonia.
From the canal water. Just notorious
From the
filthy.
cold.
Oh my god.
So she pops open the locket and shows you, and it's, there's a photo of a not terribly old man.
Oh, no.
But he's
It's definitely
extremely handsome.
before his time.
Very handsome.
Yes, very handsome, very good looking, and very powerful and assertive, even in a
Yeah.
little locket-sized photo.
Wow.
So,
It seems that you were very close to him.
yes, I am his only child.
Oh.
We were very close. My mother, she died in influenza
Oh man.
5 years ago, so
Wow.
I am all alone now.
What do you say? Oh, the grief. Tell me, what are you drinking? May I refresh it for you?
Yes, certainly. I am having a drink from the bar.
Campari.
Yes.
Campari and soda.
I'm having a Campari and soda. I'm having a Jack and Coke. No, wait, that doesn't work. Yes.
So we'll get her another drink.
All
What else
right,
can
you
one
top
do?
her up.
Yeah.
Are you traveling to Venice?
Yes, his funeral is coming
Wow,
up.
he just died. Oh, yeah.
Yes. In 3 days.
Okay, so you're all alone.
Yes. Well, I have a place to stay.
She has
and
siblings.
Yeah. Does she though? No, she's an only child.
Only child?
She's
Yeah.
an only just established. I know.
Yes.
That's weird.
It's extremely bizarre.
That's not normal for Italian. Horrible.
Shaking my head.
I'm just surprised that she would be an only child.
Right, it's a reasonable
Maybe-
surprise. We just don't know.
There's a whole
They're dead.
backstory
They're all
there.
dead.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's lying.
Absolutely. So we'll say
So she's kind of recovering herself now.
Okay, good.
Some conversation,
Right.
a stiff drink.
pulling her out of her shell.
Friendly faces.
So what brings you on the Orient Express? Are you
This is awkward.
Oh my god. How do you even
look over there?
Yeah.
Sightseeing.
Exactly. We're
Yes.
tourists.
Sightseeing on our way to Constantinople.
Are you planning to stay in Venice for long?
For a bit.
few
Yeah,
days.
we'd like to see the Grand Canal and
The churches. The piazza.
Right. The piazza, that's right.
We are waiting for a friend who was caught up in business in Milan. You may know him. His name is Vance Victorson.
Oh, yes! Friend now, eh?
That's right.
Let's see here.
His business is all over the news,
I know.
isn't
7.
it? Wouldn't it be all over the news?
Oh well,
Maybe not yet.
all the newspapers are in Italian, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, there might be an English.
So she
But we see
arches
his
an
face,
eyebrow. She arches an eyebrow and says, "Ah, yes, the movie actor. Didn't he run into a bit of trouble?"
Well, you know these Hollywood types. They get
Yes.
a
of
little
course.
tipsy, a little fisty, you know.
A little tipsy, a little fisty.
Oh, no.
Yes.
But can we expect people who
That
are
was
larger
last
than
edition.
life
They've
to
gotten
act
rid of
any
that.
differently?
Okay, yeah. That's a good point
Plates
also.
from the hinterlands.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
All right. She doesn't look like disapproving. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, you're the ones who were traveling
Yes,
with
we're
him.
there.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're famous now.
Or infamous.
Yes.
Which is better.
Yes, exactly. It's even more famous. All right. Yeah. So she's.
So we could also use a drink, I guess.
Yes.
We'll toast to each other.
Yes.
Chin chin, as they say.
Yes.
Chin chin.
To leaving Milan behind.
Yes,
Oh,
I love
could drink
it.
to that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Whew, was that grim or what?
Yeah, that was an intense place.
So she says, "Well, excuse me. What are my manners? My name is Maria
Oh, nice to meet you. Staglioni?
Stagliani."
Staglioni.
Maria Stagliani.
I am
So
Max
introductions go
Mellowin,
around.
archaeologist, New School, Oxford, London. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Ah, my father. He was a professor as well.
He was.
Oh.
In what field was he?
He taught philosophy and comparative religion.
Really? This is fascinating. What was his particular speciality?
Oh my god.
Philosophy and comparative religion.
What? What?
All right.
I think he's Eeny, Mani, Moni.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gnostic mysticism.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Nice save there.
Thanks.
Did you take much of an interest in your dad's studies?
That's a really good question.
Yes.
Well, he always encouraged me to read and educate myself.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely it helped to be raised in that environment.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes, I have a great love of learning. I'm mostly interested in Venetian history,
Oh.
the history
wow.
of the city.
Oh, okay. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, certainly. So she begins to
Right.
expound on how Venice got started during the crumbling, waning centuries of the Roman Empire, when people sought safety in the lagoons offshore from the mainland, and grew into a city in its own right. And then she covers the rise of the city as a local and then regional power. Culminating with the Fourth Crusade in 1204, when the Doge of Venice sponsored Crusader Knights, but rather than sending them to the Holy Land, redirected them against Constantinople and sent them there, where they sacked the city, and basically marked the beginning of the Eastern Empire's long decline into mediocrity.
Yes.
Yes, you can see many of the looted artifacts taken from Constantinople even now
Really?
around Venice.
Where? Where? Just in
Well,
museums,
at the Piazza de San Marco,
Oh, okay.
the St. Mark's Basilica, there are the 4 horses from the Hippodrome that were taken away, and now surmount a column there. And then, of course, Venice's eventual fall in turn to the armies of Napoleon, who arrived in 1798 and deposed the Doge and marked the end of Venice's self-rule.
Okay.
Are there any lesser-known artifacts that we should see?
Oh.
Because all of those.
Well, you've got to see the Sedefkar simulacrum. Let me tell you.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's on creepy, you guys.
Oh,
Just
man.
a foot, but boy, is it creepy.
Well, that is the thing about Venice, is that it is always has surprises around every corner.
Oh, okay.
well.
So just keep our eyes open, I guess.
Indeed.
Word to the wise.
Well, Mr. Max, perhaps
Yes.
you should join Miss Maria in her to show commonality, to show respect for such a great academic as her father was.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very well done.
Maybe it would be. Maybe I can be of some assistance to you in your trip when you were in Venice. Maybe you would. Maybe you would like. To
Oh my
be-
god. Hold on, Jen.
I like to be.
I'm giving her a very serious look.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
like I was giving him earlier.
Uh-oh.
And I got an eyebrow, which was awesome.
That's good. Eyebrows are good.
So, perhaps I could take you to dinner or something, and you could tell me a little bit about Venice. We will be traveling for a short time through there. I would hate to miss anything significant.
Oh, certainly.
I know I'll be terribly busy, and if I can be of any assistance to you as a fellow student of the Great Mysteries,
I have
perhaps we
seeker
can
of
join
knowledge.
Why don't you make your choice of a charm or persuade roll?
I'm pretty good at both of those.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Good work.
We're both the same level. Oh, I made it! Oh, I so made it!
Oh, yeah.
Check it.
Yay!
Yeah, check that charm. Wait, did you use charm?
Yeah.
Oh.
Excellent. So she says, yes,
I seem very safe and harmless.
yes, exactly, and it seems like maybe she's looking for someone to,
Yeah.
Oh,
She's on
cling
She's on her
to.
own.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am with the lighter.
There we go. That's right.
I'm here
So-
for you.
She reaches in her little handbag, pulls out her card,
Okay.
hands it to you. It has an address on it.
Oh, good address.
Excellent.
Addresses are always good.
Tells you to please don't hesitate to call on her at any time.
Yeah, contact.
Yay, hello.
Indeed.
Is it time for fish soup now?
It is time for fish soup.
Oh, yeah. Lucky. Still stuck in Milan, like. Yeah.
What?
We're still stuck in Milan.
Yeah,
So the hotel's still. I can still stay there, right?
you could stay at the hotel. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Alrighty, so
She's back on the train. So I'm just giving you a little insight in case you're wondering.
you're wishing you were back on the train.
Wishing I was back on the train.
All right,
They're being held up.
Yeah. This is making me a little itchy.
all right. So yeah, you guys head into the dining car, which is as the sun is setting, even now. Well, actually, you're getting into Venice at 5:05, so you wouldn't really have.
Oh, no, you're
Food,
right.
would you?
You're right. I thought we were on the train at 5:05.
No, you're right.
arriving at dinner.
So all the more reason to hang out in the salon
There'll
car.
be tea, maybe.
Yeah.
Cucumber sandwiches.
Something.
Cucumber sandwiches. Yeah. Until you pull up.
Yeah, there's going to be something.
Yeah. So yeah, the dinner service is announced at 4:45. It is even now growing dark outside, and so the dining car is all lit up. You actually see that little shithead kid. He's with two women, one of whom is wearing the garb of a nanny type,
Yeah, doing her
I'm
job.
going to have a word with her.
and the other of whom is a sort of pinch-faced British aristocrat of the type that
Oh,
Lady
yes.
Cynthia knows
knows
only
very
too
well.
I
well.
Yeah.
wonder if you might even know her.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you make a no roll,
Okay.
which is your EDU.
Right. Thanks. I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
97.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know the type, and that's
Yes.
Yeah.
They both look a little harried, So
well, as per usual.
yeah, they're kind of trying to wrangle this kid. He's being
being a handful.
fussy and a handful and stuff. But anyway, you guys
So
have
Max,
enough
are you going to
time.
approach them?
I am approaching.
Ooh.
I'm approaching the nanny,
Okay.
and I'm fixing her with a stare saying, "Madam, your charge has marked up the passageway.
So she gets this furious look on her face and turns to the child. Simon, is that true?
Yeah. What does Simon say?
and
Simon says.
And in response, he has some peas on his plate, and he just uses his butter knife to flick one right at Max's face. Yeah, it bounces right off her forehead.
Nice.
And she like grabs his wrists and like squeezing it, and he's just like,
Oh!
And then
Wow.
the other one was like, wait until we get to Venice and your father finds out about this.
We are in Venice.
Well, you're almost there.
Right.
Is it the train stopping or
The train is
We're a few
stopping.
minutes from
Presently.
Or the train is pulling in.
that
yes.
kid's
We're
eating
in the
peas?
Yeah. You can see out the windows actually in the gathering gloom that you're passing over a long.
Kid knows dad's just gonna pat him on the head and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
Good
That's my
job.
boy.
yeah, exactly."
You're passing over a long causeway, basically. You're passing over water at this point.
Oh.
So.
Nice.
Passing over water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No.
No? What were you thinking?
Taking the kid's head, shoving it out the window.
What the? All right. We're not playing vampire anymore. You realize this, right?
Holding it just above the railroad ties as they whip past.
What do you think of that, kid?
All right, so yeah, you all have enough time to gulp some tea and eat a half a cucumber sandwich
Right.
before the
Getting out the door.
train eases its way into St. Lucia Station.
What's our budget look like?
Dude, we got
We still have
Pretty
money?
good.
We're flush.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, you are flush.
I don't think that's something we ever have to worry about.
I don't think that's anything.
Excellent.
So yes, you arrive in Venice.
In Venice. And it is the sun setting?
The sun has set.
Oh,
Actually.
whoa.
Yes.
Because it's winter.
Yes.
And the lamps are lit. And so is it foggy?
It is indeed foggy. Yes.
Lovely.
Yes. A cold vapor has descended from the sea. And even at the station, it is eerily quiet. Your
what?
soles of your feet clank and clack against the paving stones of the station.
Is everyone still upset about the diva? I mean,
I still feel upset about the diva.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
a town that's like singular to Milan. But
yeah.
you could ask Nazario Bobo.
Yes, we can.
If we knew such a person.
We see him right off the train.
hi there.
No, I'm probably going to be at like whatever cafe or place you go and have dinner or whatever.
Oh,
right.
I know exactly how to bring you into
Already.
this.
Predetermined. Predestined?
Just don't.
As soon as you said you were doing
That was last week.
as soon as you said you were doing a forensic pathologist, I knew exactly.
Forensic psychologist.
Or psychologist. excuse
Not a pathologist.
Okay. Excuse me.
Very serious.
Occasional bells can be heard sounding through the fog,
Alright.
and there are porters from all the major hotels
Oh, great.
lingering about,
Where are we staying, lady?
anxious for custom in this off-season
Oh,
time of
off-season.
year. You know,
Okay.
so yes, Lady Cynthia, where are you staying?
Would you prefer to stay somewhere uber luxurious or nice and scholarly, if you want to call it that, or someplace with good food?
Luxurious.
Food doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay. So,
Well,
luxury.
where's Maria staying?
Well,
She's-
that's
She's a home?
She's
Her father's house, right?
she's
What's
got her-
closest to her home?
Ooh,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just like the little anime grandpa that's hovering over this game until I come into
We're all
it.
just like, what would Dottie say?
Rudderless.
Oh.
let's see, Maria's house, number 13. What are the choices?
I think
Renee?
lost my place. Where am I? Okay. The Griti Palace,
Oh, that's a good one.
the Daniel,
Okay.
and the Cipriani.
I wonder if the Daniels are more for the English tourists.
Probably.
Question. Or good.
But it says
idea.
here in the tour guide
Yes.
that it is a haunt of literature and statesmen. So that's probably where diplomats from all over would stay.
So yeah.
And it's listed as one of the nicer hotels, so
Okay.
we could stay there.
I gotta look at that map.
Oh, there you go.
Because this mine
You
doesn't
wanna add
have
anything to it?
hotels on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Hotel Royal Danieli. I guess the Danieli actually would be the closest. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just something to think about. You don't have to do it.
No, I think Danielle will do just fine.
Oh, great.
We'll meet our
Okay.
needs.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. So you're engaging a porter and all that good stuff. Let's see. Luggage is being pulled off the train, etc. Maria is nearby.
All right, so I'll speak before we just let me interject.
Yes, of course.
I will walk over to Maria and say, "We are at the Daniele. If you need us anytime, day or night. Feel free
Okay.
to leave us a note."
All right. As you are talking to
it's
her.
a block away from the Ducal Palace, you guys.
Oh yes, it's very well sighted.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
right next to the canal.
Yes, in fact. Well, I'll wait till you guys get there.
Not a canal. That's where her father fell in.
Oh,
There is more than one canal.
yeah, but yeah,
The canal.
The Grand Canal.
But knowing our luck.
I know,
Yeah.
it's exactly the spot where he fell
yeah.
to his death.
How could you bring me here?
I know, right?
Exactly.
How rude!
The Daniele, this is where he fell.
But no!
All right, so Max, as you are giving her that quick word,
Yes.
6 gentlemen
Oh no.
approach.
Her or me? Both.
Well, hard to say. They're
Hard to say.
approaching. They're approaching where you're standing.
Very well.
They are very thuggish looking. They're very hardened. Possibly.
Scars and stuff all over their face.
A few of them have scars.
Tattoos.
Huh?
Oh.
Pheasants.
No fezzes.
Okay.
I thought
Just,
the same thing.
just black shirts.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no.
So they are sort of escorting a pudgy, greasy-faced fellow in a suit, and he kind of almost shoulders you aside, and then takes Maria's hand and bows to her.
What?
And says, "Signora Stagliani, I have heard of your father's unfortunate passing, and I wanted to be the first to offer my condolences."
Ha, we not.
Is your lady Cynthia from the other end?
Beat you to it.
Oh my god. Oh well, shit, I'm gonna try and okay, so he's doing this and he's having his moment with her. How is she responding to him?
You can make a psychology roll.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna spend.
Okay.
Because I almost got it.
Okay. Cool. What do you got? Spending how much?
You spent
Spending
2?
8.
8. Okay.
That doesn't seem like much to me.
Throw it around.
All right. Very good. She's distinctly uncomfortable.
She's uncomfortable.
Yes. Now, the other thing that your psychology roll gets you is that he was speaking in English, obviously for your benefit.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh, wow.
Like he wanted to know, he wanted you to know
exactly.
that he was there.
He was saying
and then he
yes.
switches to Italian.
Oh.
But the meaning is clear. He is gesturing to a motor launch in a nearby canal, telling her to go with him.
Oh.
And she's looking, her body language is very much like
no. Okay, so I must interject as a gentleman.
Yeah.
I must step forward and say, a million apologies, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize that you're clearly a man of great importance. However, I have just recently made plans with this young lady for this evening, and it was my wish you would honor them.
Go Max.
Yeah.
All right, so he turns to you and he said,
And what do his goons do? Did they reach for
his goons are sort of cracking their knuckles.
No! Scary.
Oh wow.
Plucky.
Yeah, you are.
Rohan, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Shit.
Better make it.
Very good spot
No
here.
pressure.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
I make it.
Yay!
Okay. You notice a third party to this drama unfolding.
Oh, really?
There's a gentleman of handsome mien, probably about Maria's age, standing off to the side, like off amongst the porters, basically. He's wearing just kind of a somewhat tattered wool sweater and patched pants, and he's watching very intently what's happening.
It's so West Side Story.
And and he's almost trying to choke
snapping.
back, doing something rash, basically.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'll make my way over to him.
Aha.
Good plan.
All right. So the pudgy gentleman is talking to Max. He turns to you and he says, "I knew you were up to no good as soon as I saw you, harassing Signora Stagliani. Who are you? What is your name?"
I am Max Malwin, archaeologist with the New School of Oxford and London.
Let me see your passport.
What? Wait.
Well, I'm going to ask the stupid question. Are you ready for it? By what authority do you ask to see my passport? And now we're going to get the big reveal.
Yep.
Make it.
I am Alberto Rossini. I am a high-ranking member of the Venetian Fascist Party, and I am empowered to ask such questions of foreigners and interlopers.
Bitch.
So he signals to one of his guys who gets a notebook out and starts transcribing the information from your passport. And he says, "Who else are you traveling with?"
You're on the watch list.
Yeah, exactly. Who else am I traveling with?
Mm-hmm.
I'm traveling alone.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh,
great.
I'll need a fast talk roll to pull that one off.
Oh well. No, I fail. I have only the default.
Default, yeah. All right.
Cynthia's making arrangements with the hotel. So.
Yes. Yeah. So your eyes flick over to Cynthia.
Give it away.
Yeah. And so he barks some orders to a couple of the guys. So Cynthia, as you are making arrangements, all of a sudden these two black shirts kind of loom up on either side of you.
Yeah.
And
They don't scare me.
No.
And one of
I'm
them,
way too important.
one of them says, "We need to see your passport."
My word, how rude. Now I'll turn back to the hotel guy. Anyway.
Nice.
so he comes around and interposes himself between you and the porter, and he puts his finger on your shoulder.
He's laid his hand on you.
You do
right.
not touch me.
Wow.
Are you aware that foreigners can be ejected from the country at any time for any reason? Show us your passport.
Who are you?
I am operating under the orders of Alberto Rossini. And he kind of points over, and you see over there.
Show me your papers.
There's Max. There's the other guy.
Yeah. So she's gonna ask for his papers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I am not accustomed to this treatment.
Yeah. No, not so much.
All right. So where's this guy? All right.
Okay.
Oh, the super luxurious hotel is much further away from the Ducal Palace than where we are.
The same location counts.
Yeah.
You would have spent all day walking.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm arrested.
Roll for me
Which is size for you, lady.
roll for me your intimidate.
Okay.
And I'll need a hard success on that.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. No.
94.
94.
Really?
Cynthia is probably very short compared to these guys. Not very intimidating, I guess.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. So he turns to the other one and says, "Arrest this woman immediately."
What? No.
Oh, wow.
hell?
You have no right to arrest me.
Okay.
I have every right in the world to ask you for your papers, proof of your authority.
All right, so Rohan.
You didn't look at me.
That's right. So you as this is transpiring, you have sidled over to this fellow. He gives you only the merest sort of sideways glance and a short nod, and then goes back to watching the unfolding tableau.
Do you speak English?
An excellent question. See, very little.
I see. Well, who is that man?
That is Rossini.
Oh. Spits.
Spits.
What is your relationship with Miss Maria?
How do you know Miss Stagliani?
We met on the Express.
Ah. Forgive me, I am making sure. And then, it's like he's just watching her very protectively, But then a little commotion breaks out.
Yeah.
Onto the side. So, he's distracted by that. And he says, "You know her?"
Oh, shit.
Oh, Edie. That's very nice.
She doesn't like Rossini either.
No.
If you'll excuse me. Your name before I go? I am Rohan Jha.
Giorgio Gasparetti.
Giorgio. Perhaps we'll meet again. Then I'll make my way over to
Us.
I'll make my way over to Lady Cynthia. Giorgio, right?
Yep.
And last name?
Gasparetti.
Gasparetti. Okay. Making my way over to Lady Cynthia with my terrible fast talk. And so what's the situation when I get there? Are they?
He has just said, "Arrest this woman."
Oh.
God.
Sorry, it's just
No,
I can't imagine her not doing that.
No. It's just like, oh shit.
Play it. You gotta play it.
No, you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just like, oh no.
Okay. I'll try to intercede myself in a very servile kind of manner.
Right. Right.
Oh, my apologies. My lady, I so sorry I had to leave you here alone, and my English is getting worse and worse as I'm progressing. I'm sorry. I have your luggage here, and please, sirs, let me any questions you have, please ask me, and I will give you any help.
Wow.
It's just. Please, please. If this continues, I don't know whether this will be in my. I can't. Please,
all right.
what can I do to help you, gentlemen?
Wow. Great. Very good. Very
All
good. Very
right, let's do a fast talk.
Humans.
5%, guys.
Oh my God!
What?
Yeah, but your performance was.
What?
0 fast talk.
You gotta get credit for performance.
Yeah.
It was quite incredible.
Oh, that's a 74.
Oh no.
Would you like to push the roll?
Ooh.
Oh.
This might be good, but I don't know.
5 is awful low.
5 is.
What about persuade?
I don't get
It's
that
a
either.
fast. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's the
okay.
fast talk. Fuck it.
Go man, go.
And we both couldn't jump. No, exactly.
Or I just get clubbed to death and you guys.
Clubbed to death.
I won! Verify for me.
Just
I see it. Man rolled a 1. Yeah, indisputably.
yes.
Wow.
Holy shit.
This is kind of amazing.
Wow, the
I
whole
love
train
it.
station is devastated by you.
Yes, please. Oh.
Just a slow clap.
Yeah, exactly. Silence. Yeah.
Okay. So you're being servile. You're pawing at them.
Yes.
And then as it's clearly not working, you just next level it.
Right.
Until it's just they just turn away in disgust.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, never mind.
It's not worth it.
Sniveling.
Yeah.
And like take a handkerchief out and just like wipe everything off and just.
Yeah.
Is everything alright?
Oh, that's good stuff.
That was quite a performance. Bravo.
Do we have our hotels arranged?
Yes, we do. And we have a gentleman here waiting to take us.
Mm-hmm.
And our baggage.
Fantastic. Let's see
Yes.
how Max is doing.
Yes, let's.
Oh, man.
So Maria intervenes at this
Oh.
point.
Okay.
And starts saying something to Rossini in
Something.
Italian.
Okay.
But she's kind of gesturing to you, gesturing to Cynthia, you know.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
it seems like she's explaining something.
All right, good.
And he's sort of arching an eyebrow, clearly calculating things, you know.
Right, just playing the long game.
Yeah, like, should I
Yeah.
push this now? And then he clearly decides, no, I shall not.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yep, so he withdraws
All right.
at that point.
Oh.
And he and his thugs disappear into the crowd at the station.
Without Maria.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we walk over.
So Maria turns to you and says, I told him that you were a friend of my mother's from before she died.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. I didn't mean to get into trouble, but it seemed like you really did not want to be with this man.
No, he wishes to marry me and had approached my father for permission, and I believe my father said no.
Oh. Aha.
Yeah.
Aha.
So, who is she to be so important that...
Yeah.
That's a good question.
So mover and a shaker. And or a shaker.
And or a shaker.
Well, she is very beautiful.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
But she also sounds important.
She may have some sort of inheritance.
Yeah.
She made
Yeah.
that. And then this accident that befell her father.
Fell into the canal. Who does that?
Yeah.
Not a Venetian.
Not a Venetian. Not a
German,
native
maybe.
Venetian.
So is the man the man who's been waiting in the corner? Is he coming forward, Gregorio?
He is also withdrawn.
He's withdrawing as well.
Yes, there was
Oh.
I'll ask her actually. There was a man who was looking on, but not assisting. His name was Giorgio Gasparetti.
That's it.
Oh, and so at that mention of that name, she's like, hmm? And she kind of like looks around
she
interestedly.
loves him.
He appears to have
Yeah.
departed, but he was barely containing himself from my perspective.
Ah, yes, he is a passionate man.
Oh.
Well. Oh,
Max. Spoiled again.
All right.
All right.
To the Daniele?
Yep. Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Should we escort
Yes.
Maria back to her residence first?
You can certainly do that.
Does she have no one there for her?
Yeah.
Just house servants. You know, there's people
She
there.
perhaps shouldn't travel alone with that.
Yeah.
You can share a lunch for
That-
sure.
Yeah, we'll drop that
Share a
off.
gondola.
That disgusting man making his way around.
Yes.
It's on the way.
Wart.
Wart.
Wart, yeah.
Nice.
Indeed. So as we were in a gondola and passing under a bridge, who should drop into our boat but...
What? Rosario Bobo.
With your hat kind of down over your face. You know? Like,
I got a rose between my teeth.
yeah.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
One thing about Inspector Bobo, he knows how to make an entrance.
Yeah.
Inspector Bobo, I sense a new mystery series. Yeah. Anyway, so you make your way down the Grand Canal, and your hotel is situated just down from the Piazza San Marco, so you can see St. Mark's Cathedral spires.
Yeah, it's number 3 if you want to pass it around.
Oh my gosh. It's stunning.
Venice in wintertime.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yeah, the Grand Canal's awfully grand.
Oh, you saw it?
It's for the scrapbook.
I got
Ah,
scrapbook.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, the folder of things
There you go.
keeping. Yes.
Hello.
You know.
Folder of
I guess we
things.
should just keep this out here since
Yeah.
we're currently in Venice.
Yes.
We might get more pictures.
But yes, it's your classic Venetian scene, and yeah, kind of chilly, foggy, very atmospheric.
With the barber poles
Yeah.
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 visible.
Wow.
Yeah. So, okay.
Cool.
Then you guys arrive at your hotel, which you drop Maria off. Of course.
Yeah, and we'll ask her if we can have dinner, all of us maybe
Sure.
together.
Whenever she,
If
she has
she's-
time.
Yeah.
Yes, would you like to
Following day.
dine with us at our hotel tonight?
Oh, that's an offer.
Perhaps not tonight, but tomorrow.
Okay.
Very
We'll
well.
come find you.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. And then thence on to your hotel.
All right.
Okay.
And then the novel experience of arriving at a hotel by gondola and debarking up a
That's
flight
so
of
cool.
stairs
Wow.
Yeah.
directly into the building. So you get checked in. It is, of course, a very well appointed hotel,
Yeah.
wired for electricity, ensuite bathrooms. The whole 9 yards.
That's
Very nice.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, quite so. Seems to have been recently remodeled.
Do we see many people when we first go into the lobby?
Well, it's not like packed, but there's a fair amount of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do they have a certain look to them? Like, do they all look international or?
There you see a few fezzes.
You traumatized us so much with that.
Excellent.
Is them blood red?
Yeah.
Like all
Like all
fezzes.
fezzes.
Like
Is everyone
fezzes
walking
are
around like
red.
a robot?
Look around and everyone's wearing a fez.
Yes, but there are some Turks. There are some you hear French being spoken. Spanish.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Italian, of course, English. So yeah, it's
interesting place.
Definitely. Marble pillars and tile floors, and, very nice. So anything you guys want to do this evening as you get settled in your suite?
I'd like to go window shopping and just see
Sure.
look around.
All right.
The guidebook says it is best to eat at your hotel,
Oh, okay.
as service can be kindly described as leisurely, even at the best restaurants. Food tends to lack variety, though. That's
That's
Hotels.
fine.
spaghetti. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all spaghetti.
Spaghetti and pizza. Am I right, guys?
Okay. All right. So we should just get a freshen up and then go to dinner.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll meet you in the lobby in 15 minutes.
Yeah. And then
Are we all
maybe
getting
we should.
separate rooms, or are we sharing a room, or?
Oh.
I'd feel safer sharing a room with Rohan.
Okay.
I don't know why I would feel that way, but I do.
Probably the black shirts.
Yes.
Yeah, you saw that he's a good chap in a tight
He
space.
sure
He
is.
Yeah.
Clever.
I wonder where he got his performing chops.
That's a great
From watching many a
Watching
movie.
many movies.
Yeah.
That was kind of a performance worthy of a silent movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Very broad.
Right.
And are you just down the hall from us then, lady?
Or maybe next door. Is that
Adjoining?
possible?
You can be next door.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's the off season, so
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Kind of have your pick of
We're not
rooms.
fighting for
Yeah.
room. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
at all.
All right.
Hopefully get a view of the canal.
Yes, of course. Oh, yes. Your window opens right out over the
Beautiful.
canal.
Oh my
Breathe in that canal air.
Yeah.
Some into it. The stink might not be
No,
so
the grand
bad.
isn't so bad. All right.
Alrighty. So
And
Max.
Lady Cynthia, Mrs. Dottie, and her lot.
Oh,
Dottie.
oh, and Dottie.
And Dottie.
Oh, yes, the laudanum and Dottie.
I miss everybody too. Is Vance out of prison yet? Or jail?
I'll keep
He's
you updated.
cooling in a cell.
Yeah.
Right.
He's writing a movie in his head.
All right. So Max, you're doing a little bit of window shopping then.
Well, I thought I would do that after dinner.
Oh, okay.
Because we only have 15 minutes before we're reconvening. So I'm
Of
going to catch a
course.
shave, and then I'm going to go down
Of
to dinner.
Yeah,
Okay,
great.
very good, very good. All right, very good. So you guys meet up for dinner.
Yeah.
A fine hotel dining room. You know, linen tablecloths and the whole 9 yards. Potted ferns.
Isn't so bad.
No, yeah, you know, you put your
Fashions are
orders in.
funny, but
Yeah,
Alright.
it's all right. Yeah, and
can I get a decent sausage?
you can get a decent. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, there's definitely some Austro-Hungarian influence on the local cuisine, so absolutely.
Great.
So what's dinner conversation like?
Well,
Speculation on how Vance is doing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would want to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Victorson was in the Great War. I imagine a fascist prison should be much worse than that.
You're probably right.
He has many heroic qualities, it's true.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot wait to meet him in the flesh.
Oh.
It's like flesh.
And with that note, dinner comes out.
Yeah.
Giant
There's the
course.
sausage.
Yeah.
Your sausage, sir.
The sausage has arrived.
So perhaps we can speculate on the relationship between Giorgio and Maria.
Yes, that is a cause for gossip, I would say.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
And Alberto.
Love.
Perhaps her father was not approving of any man.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It could be.
And what type of guy is this Rossini?
Yeah.
Rossini?
He's a
I
fascist.
know he's a fascist, but
He's a little pig man.
Yes,
Yes.
he's,
certainly that.
he's
a
the
horror
type that is
clown.
drunk on his own perceived power.
Yeah.
Is there much of a mafia culture around?
Not so much in northern Italy, no.
Okay. All right.
But it's like, to me it sounds like the black shirts are kind of like the ersatz, like gangs, like the people who used to be in the gangs have now been
Same.
promoted into this position of perceived power
Bogus officialdom.
with bullshittery abounding and bullying and harassment. And they can legally do
Right.
what they were doing before.
Right.
Their discrimination has been mandated by the government.
Validated
Oh, right.
and mandated by the government.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel that he was imposing himself upon her in a very unpleasant, ungentlemanly way.
Yes.
And I think maybe I put myself at risk by giving him my information, but honestly, I didn't know what else
Maybe
to do.
because that treatment of women is probably mandated also.
It's very brave of you, Max.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Took one for the team. All right.
So,
So
what sights shall we see tomorrow?
we do have a
An agenda.
You're on a mission.
peculiar task.
Yes.
And
So
did
we'll-
I hear you speaking earlier, Lady Cynthia, of the San Maria Celeste Chapel?
Yes. But it's not in any tour guide that I can have looked at.
Do you remember that
So-
cargo ship, the Maria Celeste? That was
No.
missing?
Oh.
It was kind of an odd story.
Huh.
There was an old cargo ship,
Yeah?
and it washed ashore with no one aboard. Something about that name is very strange to me. I feel quite odd even just talking about it.
Yeah.
I'd like some tea. I think I need some strong tea, or maybe no
Coffee.
a G&T.
More booze, I say.
Yes.
All right.
Well, Maria is a very common name. Because that's the name of the woman that we just met.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it's a combination of the two. Maria Celeste.
Yeah.
Well,
But yes, so we'll.
I'd like to actually have a look around, see if there's maybe some fine watches or something in the windows that are pleasant to look at.
Oh, okay.
Some glass.
Oh, that sounds
some
fun.
beautiful glass work here. Some pens.
Yeah.
Some of these peculiar fashions that they like down there.
That sounds good. And then maybe we can ask around, see if anyone's heard of this chapel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I just realized we haven't really explained what happened to Padma. What happened to Padma?
Oh shit!
She vanished.
she's back in Milan on an opium binge.
We don't talk about Padma.
Yeah.
Padma is.
Yeah, that's what
she
happens.
is.
If she had the do not disturb sign on her door when we got to went to Venice.
And you
And
just.
Duncan was just like, she'll catch up with you.
Yeah, she'll meet us at our next spot. Is I think what he said.
Okie dokie.
Trieste or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask her for the
Just as long
points.
as we addressed it. Okay, moving on.
All right.
All right, so
We'll see her again in the dream train.
true that.
yeah.
Well, I haven't been in the dream train yet, but
Oh.
He says,
I want to be on the dream train.
the dream train that you speak of.
Okay, so some coffee, some G&Ts.
let's go for a stroll and have a smoke.
Let's do that.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay.
All right, so your stroll out out behind the hotel. You know, you can stroll up some
Yeah.
surface streets.
Yeah. I'm
You
sure
know.
there's lots of shops that are interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're mostly
Right.
shut at this time.
Oh, right, but the
yeah.
windows, right?
Yeah, so you do a bit of window shopping.
I don't care to purchase. I just want to see.
Yeah, just what's going on.
There's
You
a
almost
fair
can't
amount of.
miss the palace.
Mhm, exactly,
Yeah.
right. So you walk up a little bit. There's some interesting looking shops to check out later.
Yeah.
And then you come out into the Piazza San Marco, which is the only plaza in the city graced with such a name. Every other location is just called a square, basically. And yeah, there's the Ducal Palace, and then which adjoins the Basilica.
Yeah.
Which
Big thing.
I don't have a nighttime shot, but there you go. There it is.
Yep,
I'm speaking
there it
of
is.
tonight.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
sure it's lit up.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And that's probably closed, right?
At this time, yes, it is.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, all locked up.
In the evening, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
There's a very large campanella, large square tower between the basilica and the palace. Even now, the clock is chiming.
Bells are tolling.
Bells are tolling 8 o'clock. The service was indeed very leisurely.
Yes.
At least the food
Even
wasn't
the-
that cold.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was good food.
Okay. And the creepy sounds stop all of a sudden.
Dead silence to the streets of Venice.
Yes, yes, it is. It is almost tomb-like out here on the streets.
Really? Well, that doesn't surprise me if there are people like Rossini and his goons running around.
true.
Nobody wants to be
Perhaps
outside.
no one wants to be.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. No one wants to be caught outside
No.
during
Right.
the evening.
It's quite chilly
there?
as well.
Yeah.
Is there a
Curfew?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Does like the hotel people warn us, like when we
No.
check in,
No.
like
No.
there's a curfew at
No.
9 o'clock. If you're out past that, you will be shot on sight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not quite that bad yet.
The prisoner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think of
A giant
episode of the
bouncing
prisoner.
silver ball will
Yeah,
come after
just
you.
come after and capture you.
But maybe we could come back to the Basilica tomorrow and ask them about the chapel.
I think we should do that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I feel it's kind of creepy out here.
It is. Unpleasantly so, and it's
Yeah.
damp.
Eerie and damp.
Yep.
Do I have it right that it's Sunday the 14th? Our official timekeeper has deserted us yet again.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Question
All right.
mark?
It is
Probably.
14th. Last time was the 13th.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
22, right? 22?
23.
23.
23.
14th of January?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Sunday.
Let us get it back inside.
And the year
Let's,
is
23.
23. Okay.
Catch
Oh, well,
our
it's a
death of
Sunday. People are having their big Sunday meal
At
with their
home.
families.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big.
It's a big deal.
Oh, don't look at me like it's not true.
No. I think there's a different,
It's not Prince
a
Spaghetti
more
Night.
sinister. I think he's implying there's a more sinister reason for everyone.
Oh, I know. But I mean, and the thing to think about is that they have a big Sunday dinner.
Whatever could you be implying?
A big Sunday dinner, and that's happening.
And that's happening now.
Possibly nowish.
Maybe there's a radio or something we can go listen to at the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, sure,
We
sure.
can snap on the wireless and see what's shaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, there's a sort of communal radio
Right.
cabinet
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah, there's a room, right? You can play, we can play card, a hand of whist or something.
Yes,
course.
yes, indeed. There's a British couple in the room, so they've tuned it to an English language
Okay.
station.
Well, how?
English.
Fourth Crusade.
Yes, indeed. So the major news of the day is that a British officer has been killed in Constantinople.
Whoa! Wait, wasn't that the story yesterday?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, well, they're still talking about it.
Still talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
big deal.
that was the story yesterday. Yes, it was.
Right.
They're still talking about it though.
All right.
So yeah, that's
All right.
still
He's
the
still
dominating,
dead.
still dominating the news. Yes.
And what was his name again?
I don't think I provided one.
Okay.
I didn't scratch one down.
John Smith.
Oh, not him again.
John Willoughby Smith.
Damn it.
Willoughby.
John Smith, stop dying already.
Yes.
Does the article doesn't give a name?
Let's see. Let's find
It's
out.
relevant. If he has to dig that hard for it, it can't be relevant. It must not.
And is Vince
You never
Richardson in
know.
the news?
Oh, Vance.
In the radio news?
Maybe.
Possible.
Vance
Maybe.
Victorson languishes.
Vance Victorson is absolutely in the news.
What?
Oh, wow.
He's the second highest. He's the second headline of the day.
Oh, scandal.
Yeah, wow.
I will
Oh,
write
yeah.
you an article, Vance. That's what Dottie's working on.
It's quite alright. I'll be most sought after for certain types of movies after this.
That's true.
Well, this is happening during the British occupation of Constantinople, which is ongoing. Yes. But yeah, I don't have a name.
All right.
Don't have a name.
Curious.
Anyway.
Of course.
All right. So eventually to bed, then.
To bed.
What?
All right.
Making sure
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Sorry.
So you've all settled in your respective rooms.
yes. My sausage is repeating on me.
Oh no. Well, let's see. You hope. Well, never mind.
And
There's a scratching at the door.
no, but you are all awoken.
No!
Somewhere in the dark depths of the night. Hard to say when exactly. You don't have digital clocks or
Right.
clocks with radium faces.
Of course.
But yeah, it is pitch dark. There's barely any light coming in through the curtains of your hotel room, and you can hear a woman screaming,
Whoa!
"Morte! Morte!"
Oh, son of a
Is it
bitch.
coming from inside or outside?
Definitely outside.
Outside, like in the streets?
Yes.
Fling open the window.
Uh-huh.
stare out into the canal.
Yes. So there's the
Lady
canal.
Cynthia the same.
Right.
And since we're next door, we can
Right, we can
just...
see.
We look over to each
Yeah.
other.
So there's the canal.
Hey!
Hey!
So
was that?
there's the canal. Across the canal, there's a bit of street that's visible. Heavy fog everywhere.
Right.
But you can see a woman running through the fog, screaming.
Shit.
Morte. She's screaming Morte.
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 What does
Morte.
what does that mean?
Dead.
Dead?
Yeah.
Dead.
The French word for dead is mort, so I'm assuming it's the same thing. That's Cynthia's.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. We're yelling at each other across
Yeah.
the bricks.
Hey, what does that mean?
Hey,
Hey!
What's it up to me?
Hey!
hey, we're trying to sleep over here.
Oh, hi, Doug.
All right.
So she's gone. She is shot by.
You just saw the briefest glimpse of her as she was running through the fog on the far side of the canal.
Oh my.
And of course, the far side of the canal is the far side of the Great Canal.
Yes.
Oh, that is
Take a look.
That's quite large.
Yes.
It's quite the swim.
You're not going to
Yeah.
jump that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
But do we see any sign of police or anything?
No, and then the silence eerily reasserts itself.
And there was no one pursuing her.
Nope.
I'm going back to
Surprised you
bed.
heard anything with the fog.
I'm going back to bed.
I'll ring the front desk. Can I do that from my room?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, did you hear the screaming across the canal?
Yes. We were just wondering what that was ourselves.
Have you called the police yet?
Yes, we've just put in a call.
Okay, thank you very much. Good night.
Certainly.
You can totally tell they haven't.
Yeah. Now they are.
Yes. Click.
Anyway.
Hello, police. All right. So somewhere in the streets of Venice,
What? Oh, hi. I'm on.
an Italian gentleman is slumbering in his bed,
Oh. All right.
and the phone rings.
Okay. I pick up the phone.
Uh-huh.
Buongiorno.
All right. So it's the chief inspector of police, the Vigili.
Vigili.
And he's wait, is your really name Bobo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Rosario Bobo.
All right.
Dr. Bobo.
So he says Bobo, we need your expertise. There's been a strange murder.
All right. How close am I to the station? I'm pretty close, probably.
Probably pretty close. Yeah.
All right, I'll be there in 30 minutes.
All right.
So I get dressed
Yep.
and I put on my glasses and comb my hair, and
As Inspector Bobo looks in the mirror, what does he see?
he sees a short Italian man, olive complexion, brown eyes. Oh no, I'm sorry, green eyes, and dark spectacles. Dark horn-rimmed glasses,
Okay.
sweater vest, and a wool coat, like jacket, coat, suit, wool suit,
Yep.
salt and pepper hair.
Oh, okay.
So I've been
Middle-aged.
I'm 45,
Okay.
and nice shoes. And
Spats.
no.
Really? They're very fashionable right now.
Oh yes, then yes. And so I get my umbrella, I get everything together. I have just like a little beard. I don't have a mustache, but I have a
Okay.
little goatee.
Yep.
And off I go.
Okay. So
Ow. Okay. Sorry, I hit my lip with the glass.
Oh, okay. So by the time you get to the crime scene, it's about 6 a.m.
All right.
What you're looking at
Yes.
is a location about a block off of the Grand Canal, down near the Hotel Daniele,
Yes.
and there is a.
I have breakfast there sometimes because it's close to the station.
Of course.
Oh wait, no, the murder scene is there.
Yeah, the murder scene did not obligingly happen close to the station, but no doubt you do have breakfast.
I do have breakfast there from time to time.
because it is right off of
Yes.
some fairly well-traveled areas.
Main drag.
Main
But there's
drag, if you
always
will.
interesting people there too.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Visiting psychologists and other people I've met there, so I'm familiar with it.
Nosy foreigners too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best witnesses, nosy foreigners.
Yeah.
They are. It's true.
And and so basically, what you're looking at is kind of like a little area off of a side canal. Pass that.
Oh, there's no dead body.
No.
Oh
Sorry.
boo.
So we should imagine a body in that area?
In this area.
All right.
But I will describe in a moment.
Yes.
What that body looks like.
Please tell me there's no skin involved.
Oh.
Well, there is no skin
brother.
involved.
Zing.
But
Yeah.
All right. So there's like a wrought iron fence area just near
right.
there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And there's like probably like an old flagpole or something. It's like a 10-foot high iron spike, basically.
10-foot high iron spike.
Yes.
Zoom.
And
Oh no.
Grazie. Oh, thank you.
and there's a body impaled upon it.
Yep. There it is.
my.
And there it is.
All right. Do I have to make a sand or?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I've
There you
seen
go.
this
seen
and
that.
worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that
When
like,
you're prepared to see
I'm prepared. No, I prepare myself for whatever.
Yeah.
And when they call me, I know that it's probably something super messed up
Right.
because I'm a forensic psychologist.
Yeah.
Right. You also know the throat has been torn out.
So
Not
is
just
it
cut,
is it
but-
is it face down or face up?
Face up.
Inhale, face up. Whoa.
With the throat
Torn out.
torn out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the throat still there?
Well, it's not completely torn out. Yeah. It's just torn.
It's just the throat is torn, but it doesn't
Torn
look like,
open.
It doesn't look like any organs have been
Torn
removed.
open.
Right.
No.
All right, so he walks up. So I walk up.
Yeah.
me, Nazario Bobo. So is the chief there?
Yeah.
All right, so
I suddenly just feel like we're in a Giallo film, but go on.
So I walk up silently.
Yeah.
Like I usually do. Silently walk up next to the chief.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at what he's looking at.
Yeah.
And so what do you think?
We have a witness. Well, not so much a witness, but this is Mario Rossi. His fiancée was going to meet him here and discover the body.
Okay. Is she available to talk with?
She's down at the station. Yeah, you can interview her if you want.
Alright, so this is all in Italian.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can interview her if you want.
Alright, so I take out my notepad and I just start writing like all the details of everything I'm observing. And so it's like a 10-foot. You said a 10-foot spike?
Yes. Yes. And there's nowhere that it looks like he could have fallen from.
I know.
How much of the spike, says the ghost,
Anime
out of
grandpa.
his body just...
Oh, like a foot.
Oh,
So he's at the top.
He's at the top.
Alright, so we're looking up at the body.
Yeah.
oh.
Spread eagled, arms
Is he
wide.
clothed?
Yeah. He's wearing a suit. Blood stained now.
So what do you think? What's the chief's name?
Bertelli.
There you go.
Batelli, what do you think?
Well, it's a strange one. That's why we called you in.
I know, but I'm just curious what you think.
I don't know what to think. There's no way he could have gotten up there without being thrown up there.
I know. It looks like somebody just dropped him.
Right. And so that would have taken quite a bit of strength.
How are you going to get him down from there?
We're working on that right now. We got some guys coming in with an acetylene torch.
Alright, just be careful.
El Torcho Acetylino. So...
Just be careful, because I want to be able to look at the body and...
Yeah, we'll be careful. This is no passing business going on.
There's no passing.
Is there a building
I don't know what this
nearby?
means. I need more details. Oh, it's from
Oh,
you.
of course.
I didn't know that. Ask him about the blah. Yeah, so this is Mario.
Rossi.
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 This is Mario Rossi?
Rossi.
Mario Rossi is impaled on the spike.
Yes.
I thought
by his fiancée.
the fiancé was meeting him here, but saw someone else impaled, and Mario Rossi was a witness.
Oh, no.
No, it did sound like that. It did sound like
she
that.
is.
It's only because I know this guy
Okay.
that I know what he was trying to say.
I see.
Okay, so
The ghost has thoughts, but does not speak.
it's okay. It's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Mario Rossi is the impaled person.
Yes.
His fiancée is at the station.
His fiancée, Anselma Moretti,
Anselma? Okay.
is at the station. I'm sure you'd like to interview her, but and he looks
No,
he gets kind of a pinched look on his face, and he says, "I have a directive from Rossini himself."
I roll my eyes. I roll my eyes. I
Yep.
know I can safely do this in front of Bertoli.
Right?
Yeah. He has it from one of his informants that someone called down to the front desk at the Hotel Danieli shortly after the murder most likely occurred. He wants you to go and interview a group of foreigners that are staying there.
They have nothing to do with this case.
Almost certainly not. And
is
do
a
what you
distraction.
need. Do what you need to do to clear their names as quickly as possible, so we can get back to the
All right.
real business of this investigation.
All right. Well, I just want you to know you are aware that these are my last days here in Venice. I can't stay here anymore. It's completely. I can't work here anymore.
I know.
So I will be leaving shortly. You know I have tickets for the Orient Express.
I am aware of that. So anything you can, any assistance you can render in this case
right.
before you leave,
I will miss working with you.
and I with you. I really feel like it's a giallo.
Yeah.
This is your last case, and you're
Love
retiring.
those movies.
I'm not retiring. I'm traveling.
For an extended
For an
period of
extended
time.
period, no,
2 days from
no,
the
no,
time.
no. But I have a job. Wait,
Just bought a new boat.
Can I
It's called
say
to
the
Live
guy?
Forever.
How dare you guys? Oh, careful, careful.
Yeah, that's the
Careful.
nature of it.
All right. Well, actually, yes, I am traveling because I'm thinking a lot of this will blow over soon.
Sure.
So a
Fine.
lot of
There's
this
no
will
way Mussolini will be in power for the next 20 years.
No, not at all.
Oh man.
This will blow.
Cheers.
As tears roll down our cheeks. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
God
The
damn.
brewery later.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, fuck me. All right.
If it's any consolation, he was strung up and shot, so.
It's zero consolation.
No, that's none.
Right.
That's
Oh man.
Nothing.
All right,
no,
go
that's
on.
nothing for me.
Go on.
But I mean, this will blow over. So I just think if I travel for a certain amount of time, come back, I will be able to work again.
Yeah.
Canada. Well,
I was just thinking, I just wanted to
I
travel.
always wanted to see the wilds of Canada.
I've always, yeah, who
They have
hasn't?
moose.
Saskatchewan.
Yes.
Saskatchewan.
Canadian Rockies.
Yes.
Yeah, Alberta.
So yes,
This
no,
is
I'm,
middle-aged Italian.
Dreams of going to Alberta. That is
I
awesome.
love it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a real cowboy.
We're writing your character for you here.
anyway,
Sorry.
Go on.
I'm
So you're provided with room numbers and names.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well. Anyway, I was telling Bertoli that
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yes.
working with him.
Yes.
I'm going to be traveling for a certain amount of time.
Yes.
But I will be back to Venice eventually, and but for now, I will be leaving in the next couple days.
Very well. As I say, any assistance you can render, a profile that you could write up for us.
Yes. And now I'll just deal with these. What are they? Foreigners who?
Yes.
That's us.
Two Britons and an Indian, I believe.
That's fine. It's easy. They like to hear themselves talk. So.
That's right.
All right. So I clap Bertoli on the back,
Yeah.
and I head to the what was it called? Danielle?
Hotel Daniele.
Hotel Danielle.
All right. So meanwhile,
Hoping to get some breakfast too.
the three of you are getting up. The sun is up.
Breaking our fast.
That's right. Well, actually, it's
little
6 a.m.
It's
So
really
yeah.
early.
Yeah, but after someone screams murder in the night, it's hard to
Well,
really
true.
get that full
True.
8 hours.
yeah.
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 So it's cold even in your hotel rooms, even with the radiators going.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Makes it
know.
harder to sleep.
Yeah.
Keep
These,
tripping over them.
There's
French
that.
style doors. It's really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have double pane glass, you know.
No, it's chilly.
And it opens right to the canal
Oh,
too. So
right
it's just
on.
like all that
Right
cold
on.
air.
It's
Yeah.
bone. Yeah, it gets cold. Like
It does. There's actually frost. There's frost on your
Yeah.
windows.
On the
It is.
inside and outside. the window.
Oh man.
Yeah.
gets into your bones.
It sets in, that's
That's
right.
right through you.
There's even ice along
Oh
the
my
edges
God.
of the canal, you know.
Oh my.
Wow, it's chilly.
Chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chilly.
Like,
Fire.
the water in the toilet is partially frozen.
Oh my God, is it really that bad?
Could be. It can. Yeah,
Oh my
That
God.
can happen.
All right, so I'm walking up to the hotel.
Alrighty. So, yep. So, you know, you inquire at the front desk. They wave you up. You know, you have 2 room numbers.
Oh no.
All right, so I'm
So
gonna
which-
knock on.
Can't we end up traveling together because we all paid together?
Yeah,
We
that's true.
requested joining rooms.
Yep, you all came in together.
Alright, so
Clearly
then-
part of a party.
All right, so I'm gonna knock on the door that is, you know,
These guys. Alright. So,
Us again? All
knock
right.
at your door.
knock, knock, knock.
6:30 in the morning. You're just finishing up your morning ablutions.
I'm just tying my tie.
Yeah, exactly.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hark. Who's there?
It's
If it's a child, don't open it.
I won't make that mistake again, Rohan.
it is okay. So my English actually, I did my
You
skills.
rejiggered your points.
So yes, it's 51 in English.
All right,
Okay.
excellent, beautiful.
So, it's the, I come on behalf of the police. I'm not an officer though.
Which police?
I'm a doctor. Venice police. I'm a doctor. I'm just here to ask you a couple questions. It'll be painless, I promise.
Unlike my surgeries, heyo.
Is there
I'm a
is there a
psychologist.
spy hole in this door?
There is actually, yes.
What color shirt is he wearing?
You're just wearing like a wool trench coat, right? Or a
I have a wool
overcoat.
coat. Yeah, scarf. The scarf is
So you can't tell which color.
a
No.
navy blue. It's a navy blue scarf.
Yeah.
I look like I don't look like I'm
Like
wearing
Columbo
anything that's
type.
uniform.
That's what I
Yeah.
Southern.
I'll take this one.
All right.
So I'll open the door. Yes.
Well, hello there. I'm here to well, may I come in, please?
And your name?
My name is Dr. Nazario Bobo. I am a forensic psychologist, and I work on behalf of the Venice Police.
Does anyone show credentials around here?
I don't have my license is on my wall.
Probably not the custom yet. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, probably not.
Please come in, Mr.
Thank you,
Bobo.
Doctor.
Dr. Bobo.
Mr. Dr. Bobo.
My apologies, Doctor.
All right, so I come in. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Edie, so
Do
cute.
you have a tiny table and chair somewhere for this person to sit, or is it just beds in the room? What do we do?
You've got a table.
Tiny
here.
little-
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice hotel.
It is. Yeah.
Can we call up for food or?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really?
You can send for a tray. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, please. It's very kind of you. I know it is very early hour, but it looks like you two are already getting ready for the day.
Yes.
Yes, as I was just thinking to myself, it's very hard to sleep when a woman screams murder across the canal from you.
Oh yes, and that's why I'm here actually.
And so I'll phone as the front desk for a breakfast tray.
I'd like some smoked fish, please.
A breakfast smorgasbord.
All right.
Ooh.
Do you understand that? Did you take the order, sir?
Yes. The breakfast smorgasbord.
All right.
3. Okay.
Three,
right.
Utah.
I figured the smorgasbord could cover more than one person.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
3
You're
s'mores.
hungry?
S'mores?
3 s'mores.
3 boards.
3 boards.
3 s'mores.
Three
and a classic
boards.
English
You
breakfast.
guys.
Two s'mores and a Borg.
For Lady Cynthia.
Well, Cynthia is in
Boards
another
of
room.
s'mores?
Yes, I know. I'll order one to be sent to her room as well.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
He's clever.
Yeah.
That's a very thoughtful person.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you, this is simply a formality. There was a call made last night after someone had heard a woman scream due to a crime that had been committed in town. I'm simply here to make sure that, well, So Bobo's like, I have nothing to lose. You know?
No.
I forgot to ask you to make a medicine roll while you were looking at the body.
Bobo.
Okay.
Bobo detective. No, I don't make it.
Okay. Carry on.
So, I'm here.
Yes.
Indeed.
You have nothing to lose.
Continue.
Most foreigners cause quite a ruckus when they arrive. I'm sure you've been already. I'm sure you've already been.
Have you heard?
I'm sure you've already been accosted by Rossini.
Oh, that,
Rossini, right?
Rossini. Yeah.
Rossini.
that wonderful gentleman, yes.
No, he's not wonderful.
Oh, that slimy pig, yes.
Basically. Anyway, he made a call. Well, someone in your party made a phone call last night, and it was noted by an informant who told him about it. And so he has asked the police to investigate you three. And I am here simply to clear you of any wrongdoing. I know you had nothing to do with this, but I just have to fill out the official paperwork.
I see. Yes, we, well, there was no phone call made from our room, was there?
No.
No, actually didn't.
No.
It
There's
must have-
someone else, the lady in your party, she probably called, which makes sense.
Ah, yes.
That's something that women would do.
The lady.
Yes.
Lady Cynthia.
Okay. I can go and talk with her.
She may still be abed. Why don't we have our breakfast
Yes.
first, and
Okay.
then I'll
Well-
allow her to get up in her own time,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
No, not at all. So I do have some questions for you, just so that I can
Yeah, time to escape.
write
No,
it
just-
down. Bye.
I got to Lady Cynthia out on the ledge.
The bed sheet.
Yeah. Sturdy. All right,
Got
this will
it,
do.
It's the 800th thread count.
Oh my god. So I'm just asking you questions like, so what time did you hear the scream? You know, what did you
It's
hear?
hard to say.
Yeah, it was very dark, so none of the clocks were very visible.
No,
And
What did you hear?
a woman screaming,
it's all.
something in Italian.
Short.
You don't remember what
short
she said?
Mort, a man's name.
Yes,
perhaps?
Mort. Yes.
Morte.
Mort.
Death.
Mort.
You mean death. That's what she was screaming.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's what Lady Cynthia said was.
Oh, that is what she was saying.
Okay.
Of course.
And then what happened after that?
We went back.
Well, I shut the window.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
foggy.
Of course, because
Foggy.
Yes,
It's
it's
very
very
cold.
very
Is it
cold.
usually this cold?
Well, it is winter.
Yes, I
the
suppose.
radiators are not. The
No,
best.
they're not. It's very
but
cold.
yes, we retired
Back
after
to
that.
bed.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We are not police. We have no wish to encounter men like Rossini.
Never again with that man.
Oh, you've met him.
He accosted me at the train station, little worm.
Did
Yes,
he?
he was.
Vile.
He was imposing himself upon a fellow passenger.
Well said. Well said.
Who was that?
Maria
something?
Staglioni.
Yes.
Stagliani.
Is that familiar to
Beautiful,
me?
Make a
beautiful
no
woman.
roll.
Okay.
Really extraordinarily lovely woman.
She was very distraught. Her father has just passed away.
Yes. No
And he was
is
taking-
Education.
Ed. Yeah, I make it.
He was taking the whole road.
Okay.
Yeah, you recall Stagliani, Professor Stagliani's
Yes.
death.
Yes.
You know, you read of it.
Sure.
So that is his daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
And so Rossini was imposing upon her.
Her
So what
space,
happened? Did
her
he-
personal space?
He was attempting to thrust himself into her company and simply wouldn't do.
Did she say that no?
Attempting to pelvically thrust his way into her.
Yeah. Did she
Went out and said it.
She had,
did she reject him, or what happened?
they were speaking in Italian, but at the conclusion he left without her. And
Oh, I see.
we escorted her back to her home. And
In the bosom of
And
what
then-
remains of her family.
yes, and well, her servants really.
Right, I suppose so. She's an only
was-
child. She's
Yes, I think she's
No
alone.
mother, no father.
no mother, no
Uh,
father.
Yes, so we were planning on calling upon her today, and having dinner with her tonight.
She did not
So-
enjoy his company whatsoever.
No.
I would imagine so. Very few people do. So, what brings you to Venice?
Oh, we are traveling along the Orient Express to Constantinople, but there are a number of different, very interesting areas.
Psychology.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that is a hard
Don't see through him.
success
There's gonna
in
be
my
shooting.
psych.
He's definitely not giving. He's telling the truth, but not the whole truth.
Uh-huh.
But my truth is the best truth.
Why?
I'm sorry. I had some time, and so I'm following the actor Vance Victorson. I heard that he was
Oh.
going to be traveling on the Orient Express, and so I arranged
Yes.
to insert myself into his company.
Oh my
Thrust
god!
yourself.
Thrust yourself. So.
And suddenly the phone rings.
Okay.
And suddenly,
All right.
meep, meep.
You're
Max, would you?
Hello.
Hey, Max. Are you two up yet?
Indeed, Miss Cynthia, come over, but be forewarned. We have a guest.
Oh.
We also have kippers.
All right. So the food comes in this time
Yes.
period, okay, too. And so
Will tell them to give us Lady Cynthia's food as well, as she'll be joining us.
Yeah.
Kippers
you're
are
following
laid
this actor.
Yes, I just missed him actually. He was held up in Milan.
So why are you two? Are you his manservant or?
Well, they were initially traveling with Mr. Victorson, and I believe he will be meeting.
So you're
up with
traveling
them.
alone,
Yes,
and
Well,
so you
Alone with us.
alone with them.
Okay, and
No
then who
longer
are-
alone. I was.
We have fallen
I started
together
alone.
on the journey.
I see. Oh, okay. So
As
you're
you
just
sometimes
traveling
do.
companions.
As you sometimes do.
Traveling companions.
Yes.
All right, and so where's your ultimate destination?
Constantinople.
Oh,
Dandelion.
yes. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So okay. So Cynthia comes.
Good morning.
Hello.
Okay. Wow.
Morning, lady.
Thanks so
Lovelier
much
than
for
ever,
ordering
lady.
breakfast.
Lovelier than ever.
Okay, so I get up out of my chair and I'm like letting her sit wherever she wants.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this will do.
Oh,
don't
no. So, okay.
move on my account.
No, I do. I move.
I'm moving on your account whether you like
No,
it.
I am.
Right.
So I move and I give her the chair. Like I shake it off with like a handkerchief. Like I dust it off. I make sure that it's comfortable for her. And so please.
Sit as daintily as possible.
Okay. All right. So.
Yeah.
So I'm holding my plate, I guess, and eating because I'm
Okay.
starved.
Yeah.
And so just kind of eating
And who are you, sir?
Oh, please. I am Dr. Nazario Bobo. I am a forensic psychologist for the Venice Police Department.
Oh my.
But since you were mentioning Constantinople, actually, I have tickets for the Orient Express myself, and I am going to be leaving in a couple days for Venice. It's just gotten too difficult to be here, and so I thought some travel might be good to maybe get away and then come back, and things will be better.
Speaking of difficult, did you hear about that murder?
Yes, and that's why I'm here, good lady.
Apparent murder. There was someone screaming across the canal.
Yes, and it is your very phone call that brought me to your room. As it happens. So I tell her about I tell her about Rossini, I guess. Right? And what happened. And so there are informants everywhere. You all have to be very keenly aware that there are people who will report on you. So you need to really be careful. There are eyes everywhere.
Well, I was just concerned for the poor woman.
No, rightfully so. That is a normal human response, but we're not dealing with human beings. We are dealing with a warped version of a monstrous version of
deplorable people.
Very, very terrible.
It's the most deplorable.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I don't mean to disturb your breakfast, but I will leave you.
Well, it was very nice
We
to
ordered
meet
for
you.
you. You are welcome to join us.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, all right. So I'm gonna keep eating.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask her some more questions, like what brings you, So what brings you to Venice?
Oh, well, it's one of our stops on our little tour on the Orient Express. So
Okay.
I walked in when you mentioned that you're also traveling by the Orient Express.
Yes, I will be traveling soon, actually, and
Ah.
perhaps we will see each other on the train. But so how do you know Max?
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's a long
it's a long story and perhaps irrelevant, but we are both from England and we are traveling together on our way.
All right, psychology.
Yeah.
Oh
is actually
shit,
the first time I'm
that
hearing the
is
story,
an
too.
extreme, extreme.
Extreme.
Oh, I hate it when you see through me. Ah!
Man.
So I'm listening to them tell me this long tale of how they
Yes.
know each other.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You believe that the tale is true,
Yes, I do.
but that
it's not
there's
nearly
a very
all of it.
real reason that they're here.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
No.
just casual travel.
They are not tourists. They are not tourists. You're sure of that.
All right. Okay. And so
You're an investigator, right? So
I am.
Yeah, you can see through all this.
Watching them talk as you coolly smoke your cigarette.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just listening. I'm listening. I always find it
Yeah.
interesting when the way people lie and how they
Yes.
avoid telling what
they're talking around.
Yeah, what they're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
So okay, so I'm just gonna let you all know.
Oh.
Please be careful out there. There are people everywhere watching. Obviously, the hotel has been infiltrated. Whoever monitored your phone call, maybe the very person who answered your phone is in with Rossini's crew, and they are reporting to the police.
Oh.
Or they're reporting, they're reporting to Rossini, and then he's pulling the strings from behind the scenes. So I will tell you, just be careful as you move around. You never know.
Yes.
But
we had
here's
a
my.
run-in.
You did
Yeah.
with Rossini.
Yes.
Yes. So at the
station.
at the train station.
Yes.
So rude.
Yeah. No, he's.
So can you tell
Scum.
us a bit about what happened to the woman who was screaming?
That is still under investigation, so I
So you
cannot
can't tell
tell you.
us?
No,
Okay.
but I may be able to provide you an update. But I do appreciate you were doing this out of kindness, and I will mark it down in my report, and hopefully there won't be any follow up on this. But I guess for now I can leave you, and I will be back perhaps to call on you. When are you leaving Venice?
A few days. I think that's what it takes to see as many of the sights as possible.
Well, maybe we can
Yes.
maybe we can coincide our departures, and I can join you on the train.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anyone. I'm traveling alone, so.
Well, now you're
Does he
traveling
seem
with us.
trustworthy to?
Just
Yeah, what do you guys think of
Yeah,
this guy?
I know.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
it's up to you.
He doesn't like Rossini, so that's
Yeah.
that's a good start for
I
me.
don't trust that he doesn't like Rossini.
But
Ah.
exactly, I think he's baiting
He's
us.
a blind. Yep.
He's trying to.
Hey guys, how about that Rossini? He's kind of a jerk, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Oh yes, yes,
I didn't
absolute
say
jargon.
it that
You're
way.
incompetent
I
police,
didn't-
right?
Trust no one.
Yes.
Except for me.
Right.
I didn't say you should trust me. I'm just saying don't.
We're not
trust.
saying this in front of you.
I know, but I'm just saying he didn't,
Eyes to each other.
Yeah.
he didn't say to trust.
We've been through a lot of shit.
I know you have.
There has to be a little trust, so I'm gonna ask: was there anything strange about
Oh,
the not the murder, but Mr. What's
Rossini?
Maria's father's name?
oh, glorious. Stagliani.
Stradivari.
Vincenzo Stagliani.
Yes, was there anything
Stagliani,
strange about the Stagiani?
Great question.
What do I know about
Yeah.
that?
Did you investigate that?
I would have probably.
Yes, you would.
You had a suspicion that it was probably it may not have been an intentional criminal act to kill him, but that he probably did not fall in that canal under his own power.
That's typical though in Venice.
Yeah.
In Venice, there are a lot of people who fall into things,
Mysteriously.
and there sometimes it happens on purpose, sometimes it's not. There's very little I know. I wasn't called to investigate it, and that in and of itself would lead me to question what had actually happened. I'm usually called when there's a very strange case, and that's why I was called on this one.
Oh, really? So it was a strange.
But that's all I can say.
Strange, you say?
That's all I can say.
You can say.
Yeah.
And the
Say no more.
less you know, the better. The less you know, the better. But perhaps when we're traveling, I'll be able to tell you. Maybe. We'll see.
If we see you on the train.
Yes.
I wonder where this murder site is.
Across
wonder
the
if
canal,
he's-
obviously.
Right? But where?
We just whisper this in front of you.
So listen.
Yes. See if you can hear us discussing trying to find the murder
Oh
site.
yeah.
Yeah, I would
Can you hear us?
imagine so.
Yes.
So I'm gonna write down on a piece of paper,
The
Yeah.
site?
Oh, wow.
and so you all seem the curious sort. So
All right.
I don't really care, honestly. So I give them the
We
address.
don't know that.
No, I say it. I say
Oh, you do say it.
I don't really care, to
Okay.
be quite honest. I'm leaving this town very soon, and at this point, I think the more eyes, fresh eyes, the better. So I'm going to give them the address,
Okay.
and I'm going to leave to go file my paperwork and pray. I do know things, though, on filling out those forms that would make it like, it's fine. They're
Right,
just traveling
right.
through.
Yeah.
She was just being a good Samaritan, and
Right,
it's
right.
not a big deal. All right. So, so I give them all my calling card.
Okay.
And I tell them where, you can contact the police station if you want to contact me for any reason. And perhaps I'll be back to follow up to see how you're all doing.
Okay. It was very nice to meet you.
Yes. Thank you for breakfast. I appreciate it. And what sites are you seeing today?
We are going to start at the piazza.
The Ducal Palace, yes?
Oh, the palace, yes.
Oh, yes. And where else are you going?
Well, that's
Anywhere else?
We're going to be starting from there. It seems like we'll get a lot of information about
What?
local landmarks.
Since you have trusted
Yes.
us with this information,
Yeah, and I'd also like to stop at the Biblioteca Marciana since it's right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is beautiful. It's fantastic.
Oh,
So,
Excellent.
it's a wonderful place.
great.
Definitely worth your time.
Would you recommend the restaurant Pilsen, which is right on the piazza?
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
It's tourist food.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
It's all right. It depends. Again, service is very. We have a very leisurely attitude here, so so it'll take time.
I see. Okay, thanks
Yeah,
for the
the food is
recommendation.
all right.
Okay.
Also,
Yes.
everything seems very dead pardon the
I don't care.
words. I don't have that many in English.
It's fine.
But it seems very quiet on the streets after dark. Is there reason for this, or is it just how Venice is?
Is there a reason for this?
No, this is kind of how it is in the winter.
Yeah, in the winter things are much more subdued. It's the off season. It's very cold, as you can tell. It's very damp.
Yes.
And so we mostly just stay indoors and spend time with our families and friends. But yeah, so that's the only reason.
I see.
Yeah, nothing more mysterious than that. So I bid you good day, and I will check in with you. Yep, I'll check in with you perhaps later.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yay.
be safe out there.
Thanks.
So I leave.
All right.
I head to the station.
Yep.
Start
Do you
filing
think he's a
paperwork.
spy?
If he is, we may have someone
Some
much closer
undercover.
to us than just some informant then. But that just means that someone is a person that we can get our hands on should we need to, rather than some faceless informant.
Yes, that's true.
Well,
So-
it's good of him to give us the murder site scene
Yeah.
address.
And his card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's. Shall we meet downstairs in 10 minutes?
Okay, that sounds great.
To head out into the city.
Yes, I'll collect my coat and whatnot.
Okay.
Do you want to try to get to the murder site now, or
Yes.
later?
I think so.
Fresh is good.
Yeah.
Provided
Because the
plants
longer
are
we
gone.
wait, the more they will dismantle or cover or whatever. You know. Yeah. let's
Well
go.
then, yes. After we meet down there, then let's take a ferry, whatever, over to the
the little gondola guy.
go
Yeah.
over to the other side of the Grand Canal.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. So. I don't know if you'll be able to read that or not. Oh well. Pass that down, please.
It's a Bobo.
All right. So, so you guys head over to the. You guys head over to the location provided.
Yes.
Yeah.
You find it's still a marked off crime scene, but by this point they have cut the body down.
Okay.
But they don't know that it was up on a pike.
No,
Oh, we don't know.
no, you don't.
But
We,
know there
we
was-
just see a pole.
So
that's
you see,
been-
you see a pole that's been cut about 5 feet up from the ground. There's blood splatter on the
ground around.
on the cobblestones around the pole. But seems like most of the activity, there's just a couple police officers posted in the area to
And some
keep watch.
onlookers, I'm
and some
sure.
onlookers.
Yeah.
Are there any similar poles to this one?
There's like a
area?
matching mirror pole on the other side.
So we know how tall this one used to be.
Yeah.
And are there any buildings around where this person might have jumped, for example?
If they had there, I mean, obviously, yeah, there's buildings all around, but
Right.
the way it's situated, they would have had to leap like 15 feet
Okay,
out,
that's what I was
you know.
wondering. I
And
don't
with
know
the
how.
with the inertia that they would have needed to jump from a high place onto the pole, they would have.
Well, we don't know that he was impaled on it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
there's, they cut off the pole, which usually means that there was something on it.
Yeah, but was he impaled maybe, or he was tied up there, or?
Could have been. If he was tied up, they would have just cut him down.
Yeah, that's true.
Perhaps some sort of arrangement.
We don't
What's
know
that?
when it was
But
cut.
impaled,
what do you-
though.
So suddenly,
Yes.
you can tell me if this is wrong.
Oh, that's fine.
You hear some footsteps coming up
Oh.
behind you. Is it still foggy?
A bit, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So I
Out of the
emerge.
swirling mist.
So I come out of. So Nazario comes out of the swirling mist and
I
he's like,
whirl. I whirl.
"You just couldn't stay away, could you?"
You gave us the address.
I know, but I mean, I was just trying to see if you were like, you
For one
know,
moment, can we stay away?
don't you
knew
realize
it.
that this is a little test? Come on. A normal tourist wouldn't be investigating a murder scene in a town that's filled with amazing art and beautiful things and a palace, etc., etc. I don't have to tell you this. So you are not what you seem to be, but that's okay. So, what do y'all think of this?
How did you find the body?
So I look around. Are there people around?
Just a couple officers, but it's easy enough to keep your voice low. And...
So I get closer to Rohan and I say, you see these spikes.
Yes.
And you see, they're about 10 feet tall.
Yes.
The person was at the top of the spike,
You mean at the
impaled
Oh.
on the spike. Pardon my language, lady. But, yes, that's how he was found. He was found by his fiancée, who you all heard screaming.
Would have taken quite a bit of strength to lift a body 10 feet.
Agreed. Very odd, and as it happens, the body was completely devoid of blood.
So was he
it?
dead before he was impaled?
Good question. Was he?
No, his throat was...
yes, he was.
He was impaled before
He was impaled after he died.
But his
Okay.
throat was ripped out.
All right.
So his throat was ripped out, probably,
To drain
Somewhere
the blood.
else.
I
Yes.
guess, to drain the blood, and then he was put onto the pike, but we don't know how.
All right. Well, that clears up
And
the
how-
question.
Was the body flayed at all?
No.
Or,
What a strange question.
Yeah, that's odd. But
or ripped
anyway,
apart,
well, the throat was torn out.
rather.
Wasn't removed, but just the throat was slashed. Wait,
Well,
was it
torn.
raggedy?
Open.
It was
Torn.
ragged, yeah.
Raggedly
open.
torn open. So that just leads me to my questions: is what are you all doing here, really?
Well, I
We are
heard the
following
woman
interesting
scream,
murder
so
scenes.
yeah, we're just curious.
We're true crime buffs.
There are other onlookers here too.
I make it my sight.
Uh-huh.
Please tell me the truth.
There was another...
Nobody lies to Bobo.
We have just come from Milan, and there was a murder there of a man torn apart and left on a high roof. I was curious to see if this would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
Where were you when that happened?
Oh,
We went to
Max, you seem to be laughing about this.
I actually don't really know when it happened because the timing wasn't listed in the papers.
Yeah, but,
Sometime in the night.
Sometime in the night, which
but we had just gone to see a show, or we were
Yes, we
planning
were at
to
the
see
opera.
We had
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
tickets from the diva, and I really feel as though we're being haunted by this horrible force, which is driving us.
Yes. Wait, the flayed man, was he in England or was he in Paris?
Paris.
No.
No.
Oh, was it
He
England?
was
Was
at
in
the British
England.
Museum.
Yeah.
He was in the reading room.
Yep.
What are you investigating? And how can I get in on this?
I'm gonna have to light a cigarette. Okay,
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm gonna pull you
Let's-
close. This is it. This is me. I'm starting to crack a little.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, tell me, doctor, have you ever heard of the skinless one?
Max, be careful.
Have
He
I?
may turn us in.
I feel we can trust him, and I feel that we need help.
Well, that's true. The help part.
I'm
but-
surprised. Okay, so I'm kind of taken aback.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's leave now and let's go somewhere a little bit more. Let's go to the biblioteca.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go to the library and we can talk more there.
Right.
I see.
So I kind of
And how can we trust you, though?
I just shake my head. So I'm kind of hurting them a little bit, and I just
Man,
kind of,
this is
and I'm
bad.
looking at the, I'm looking at the
Yeah,
officers,
yeah,
and I kind of herd them away,
Yeah.
and we leave.
Okay.
Oh God.
So,
guys.
cut to a somewhat dimly lit, rambling library full of
manuscripts,
books, manuscripts,
Ooh.
scrolls, and all sorts of other information.
Great.
The the biblioteca has subsumed other collections from like monasteries and nunneries and all sorts of stuff. You know,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
vast
it's a
collection.
vast collection. So you're all gathered around a dark walnut-stained table with
Yeah.
a little green shaded lamp, so you're in the midst of this mostly
Do they
deserted
have private
library.
study rooms?
They don't, but it's mostly deserted.
Okay.
So
So we're talking quietly.
My hands are shaking.
Yeah, no. So, see to your friend there. He's very adult.
Cracking up.
Our friend with the laudanum is not with us currently.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Don't
Well,
Disadvantage.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Must be the coffee.
Yes.
So this is a rash of murders that is happening along the train route?
Murders as well as
What?
odd happenings.
Like
and I
what?
trust you to be a man of the world, and that you have seen
Yes.
some very strange and unusual murders in your time.
I have.
Have you heard of organ transplants as relating to murders?
Yes.
Yes!
In fact, yes.
Yes.
There are many cases
Right.
of organ removal and on murder scenes. Some can be ritualistic. Some can be. It doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason to it, but yes,
Organ removal. Yes.
yes, organ
Right.
removal,
Transplants. But
but
anyway.
not. Are you talking about transplants?
Why, that's medically impossible.
Yes.
At this time in
No.
Yeah.
1923.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Well,
Are you talking about the
Plumbing
organ
depths.
being put into another body?
that is what I'm speaking of. The most bizarre thing you can think of. Lady Cynthia, your caution does you well and speaks highly of you. However, I feel we need the help of a true professional at this point.
A
Well,
trained
if you-
doctor.
If you trust him, then yes, I will. She can't say that she trusts him too. Sorry, she can't.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right.
But
Well, perhaps I can earn your trust.
Yes,
I'm not
you
sure
can
how, but
yeah,
but
we'll
I'm sure
see.
it'll be made obvious to me
Right.
how I can garner your
At a
trust.
dramatically appropriate moment.
Certainly I'll be able to say that.
Well, you haven't been arrested yet, so we're okay.
No, exactly. No, I'm just the fact that you showed up at the scene of the crime. Thankfully,
Immediately.
nobody even saw you. Yeah, thankfully, no one saw you. But at the same time, you aren't being very wise about your investigations. At least in Italy.
No.
Well, I will admit
It's a very strange
I'm not
climate here
familiar
now.
with the customs here.
Yeah. Well, things have changed quite dramatically, very quickly. With in particular, with the leadership change, there's been sweeping changes. However,
I warned
those
you.
changes, those changes were also. It honestly validated the climate of the country at the time.
Yes.
And again, this is very difficult. It's very difficult to be here now.
Well,
Which is why I'm going to be leaving soon. So you can trust me. Anyway, so you're investigating these murders. You're saying the organ is put into another body?
Transplanted.
Put into the other body. So if somebody doesn't have a pair of lungs or
For
a heart,
instance.
the heart is put into the body with no heart.
That's right. You have it in one.
What's the meaning of that? So I start
don't know.
thinking of the different
Like,
why.
you're looking at it from a psychological
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a
so I do
symbolic
pretty
significance.
hard success. Hard success thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some kind of
The meaning of it?
yeah.
Like, why would that?
Why?
Why is that significant?
Yeah.
Well, it makes you think of the Ripper murders,
Yes.
which you, of course, studied.
Yes.
You know,
A great deal.
as part of your profession. And, maybe it's the next step up from oftentimes when an organ is removed, the murderer will then cook the organ and
Right.
eat it.
Eat it.
Yes.
Cannibalism.
So
Right.
this is the next step up from that. It's subsuming
But it's something-
someone else's organ into you in order to gain their strength, basically.
Which is very Egyptian. Makes me think of Egyptians and
you know.
their obsession with organs. It's hard to say, but this is intriguing.
have you seen other murders like this recently?
No, this is the first that I've ever
Right.
seen of this.
It's a unique form of terror.
It is strange, and the fact that the body had no blood also points to another type of ritual in the throat.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking
Right.
about, the possibilities. Okay. That's all.
Did you already interview the fiance?
No,
Yeah,
not
maybe
yet.
let's go.
No, I haven't.
We have to.
I haven't
It
yet.
would be useful to know when she last saw him alive.
True, I know, but I mean, I wanted to give her some time to rest before
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
accost her with any questions.
Ah.
Perhaps when you go visit Maria, I can go and talk to
Okay,
her and.
terrific.
What about the victim? Was he involved in anything cult related?
Not that I know of. The police haven't said anything, but I'm sure I'd learn more from the fiance. So if you all meet with Maria, I can meet with you later, and we can talk about what we found out.
Tell me, Doctor, have you heard of a church called the Santa Maria Celeste?
Have I?
Have you?
That's my home church.
Yeah, I know.
It was confirmed there.
I
Just heading there now.
just came from there. Yeah, exactly.
You are certain that you have not. And you know nearly every church in
I know many
in Venice.
churches, but I've never heard of that one.
Oh dear.
Do you know of anyone who might?
Do I? Who's an expert in the?
Someone in the basilica, maybe? Would.
Possibly. Yeah.
Oh,
Or someone who knows Venetian history.
Yeah. Like a.
Like a
Who
story.
would-
For example.
Religion study.
Oh my God! Yes. I mean, as far as I know, Maria's father was an expert,
Right?
so she may be a good resource for you.
Oh, thank you for the tip.
Womp. So I'm gonna. So I will bid you do. I'm going to go and. I'm gonna do my questioning of the fiance. And
Since we're in the library, could I try to look up the...
Nice.
Let's not waste this opportunity.
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course.
Since we're here.
So before we get into that, Dr. Bobo, as you were taking your gondola over
Oh, you have a
towards,
private gondola?
well, you're taking a gondola
Just
okay.
random. Yeah.
over to the
Yes.
hospital where Signora Moretti has been admitted. You note that the water on the canal has a strange oily sheen to it.
Ooh.
That's not normal.
Rossetti's been bathing.
Yep.
Oh!
Rossini.
Rossini's been bathing, yeah.
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 All right.
Went there. Okay.
Okay, so let's do some library use rolls.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I don't speak Italian, so
Do you have any Latin?
But it's a proper noun, right?
I don't
it's
know
a-
Latin, no.
It's a name. So.
You have.
Yeah.
Are you a student? of
You can just
any
make your library use rolls. Yeah.
I made it exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Not even close.
No.
Oh. Go Max, go.
Oh, I totally made it.
Yeah.
Hard success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I want to check that. Don't forget to check.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Since I made it, do I check it?
Yes,
Or
of
just
course.
Regular.
Every
Okay.
time.
All right.
Okay, so Lady Cynthia, you discover that the San Maria Celeste was a church in Venice.
Oh.
It once stood in the Castello district
Okay.
and was destroyed in the Arsenal fire of 1569.
Oh, goodness.
We're too late.
Just missed it.
Oh my God. Nice.
And Max. You're doing some research as well. You don't turn up any other details on the San Maria
Well,
Celeste.
I'm thinking more about the Napoleonic invasion.
Absolutely. Okay. So, Napoleon's troops entered Venice on the 31st of May, 1797. Let's see here. The librarians here can assist you with translation and that sort of thing, you know, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. French soldiers were garrisoned in the city. Napoleon began an ambitious plan for civic reform, including disbanding many monasteries.
Oh, I can get behind that.
And you turn up some reference to a plague that started and spread through the city after the troops entered. Victims experienced crippling pains in their left leg, but no physical cause could be
Left
found.
leg.
Side again, yeah.
Left leg.
The legema. Well, that is curious.
Yeah.
If you want to keep digging, you can make another library use.
Oh, let's keep
Oh,
digging.
yes.
Go Max, go.
And I'm going to look up anything
Lady
on Marie
Cynthia.
Antoinette and her relationship to the city.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
No worries.
Oh, definitely make it.
Yeah.
No, I failed.
Oh.
Okay.
Not a hard success, but I
All right. You find no information on Marie Antoinette in any relation to Venice.
Okay.
Curious.
Mm-hmm.
See the page? Okay.
And could I look up any belongings or anything, artifacts that Napoleon may have collected here or brought here or taken away?
Yes, you could do that. Make another library useful.
Be like a shipping manifest.
So they're spending a goodly amount of time in this library.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like after my first
Also made it.
failure to find anything, I would probably be feeling like I can't really contribute.
Yeah.
So like maybe I should go to Maria's first
Okay.
to make sure like she's all right.
Yeah, because by the time they're done, it's going to be dinner time.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay.
What do you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Why
Next,
stick
yeah,
around? Why stick around? Go do, enjoy, go see something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
As our nosers are stuck
Yes.
with us.
Yeah.
as they
Go.
go
Yeah.
away,
Exactly.
I'll read the card and make my way to Maria's. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
All right. You take a gondola over.
Cool.
Lady Cynthia, you have found a. Let's see here. You find like some old official reports and that kind of thing, and they are written in French. So
Oh, yes, perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
from the time of Napoleon.
Yay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after poring over them, you find one that is of particular note based off stuff that Max was telling you about
Okay.
with his researches. And it goes as follows. Let's see here. Yes. Please read that into the
Ooh.
record.
Yeah.
Something important.
Yay.
Official report summary. Capitaine Dubois from 16th November 1797.
Okay.
Read the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay. Sir, regarding the disturbances of the last 3 days, I must report that on the 13th of November, an unruly...
What?
What?
Today's the 13th of November.
Go on.
Oh, man. An unruly mob of Venetians gathered at the San Marco barracks gates. They defied my request to disperse. The reason they gave was that they wanted me to deliver one of my privates, Jean Boucher, to their hands. They claimed that he had caused this grievous plague that afflicts Venice by evil arts. They seemed to genuinely believe this superstitious nonsense. Defying my direct command to depart, they attempted to storm the barracks and... Wow.
Well, that escalated quickly.
And seized Boucher. I ordered the men under my command to fire. The first volley was directed over the heads of the mob. No second volley was required as the crowd then dispersed. I then put the district under curfew. I'm only halfway through this letter.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
god.
I don't find it long.
You're doing fine.
I interviewed Boucher and found him a docile soul of low intelligence. Oh, that's...
Wow.
And little enterprise. Why, the sole loot he has been able to gather on our glorious march across Europe is an odd porcelain leg.
Yay!
Skadoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that leg.
Boucher seems to think it a prize, although I doubt any other man under my command would think so. The next day, a delegation of prominent Venetians of the district visited me and again requested Boucher be tried for witchcraft.
Uh-oh.
I imprisoned them all
Wow.
as the ringleaders of the mob. There the matter rests. There will be no further such unrest in the district under my command. On the 15th November, that occurred, which I have described to you privately.
Okay.
I deal with this in detail in personal documents as not fitting for the subject of an official report. And there is an annotation from his senior officer, Major Hautemont, commending his prompt action in... Oh, can't read.
Oh.
In dispersing the mob without bloodshed. Okay.
All right, good. All right.
Wow.
So what's the name of the captain?
Dubois.
Dubois. So there was a French fortification.
Yeah.
San Marco Barracks.
And this Boucher had possession of the leg.
Yeah, Boucher had it.
Yeah. So if we can find out... Because he was never captured by the mob.
He was never captured.
Oh, according to this letter.
Uh-huh.
Because he says, there the matter rests. He arrested the ringleaders who were trying to get at him.
Okay. All right. Wow, that's...
He said, no more nonsense under my watch.
Right.
All right.
Huh.
So, with Lady Cynthia's find, Max can now make the
Another
third and
roll?
final
All right.
library use roll.
Go, Max, go.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Oh, I made it! I made it!
Yeah.
Yay.
Excellent.
Regular success.
So, using that as a lead, you do some more digging, and you actually turn up the diary of Capitaine Dubois.
Yes.
He makes reference to an entry from November 15th, so you're able to flip directly there, and Lady Cynthia is able to translate it for you. However, I'll have you read it into the
Yay.
record.
Oh my god.
Look at this block.
Wow.
Check this out.
Diary of Capitaine Dubois, 15 November 1797. I returned home last night, the 14th, most satisfied with my actions in dispelling the riot. As Voltaire said, I have only ever made one prayer to God, a very short one. O Lord, make my enemies ridiculous. And God granted it. It was very satisfying to see the looks on those full Venetian faces as they were bundled off to prison. I hope their visit teaches them the comparative values of reason and superstition.
Well, that doesn't always go.
No.
At home I found my chérie struck by the plague.
Oh
The poor
no.
little waif is as brave as one of my soldiers, but her leg is crippled and twisted overnight.
Oh.
She is only 2 years old. She should not be thus afflicted. I returned to the prison and questioned the delegation leaders. They told me to talk to Boucher.
Oh.
So, I questioned him again late last night. I also pored over that strange artificial limb he so prizes. My leg ached as I handled it and aches to this moment.
Oh my god.
Is it that the mere sight of this truncated limb in porcelain stirred some vestigial memory in my agitated mind, so that it felt as if my own left leg were amputated? I took the leg from Boucher and tried to break it. It would not break. I tried to burn it. It would not burn.
Oh.
It is not porcelain, but some strange, unyielding substance that not even a diamond will mark. That damn delegation was right. It is something evil. Although I defend Boucher, he has merely carried it here. I am not going to admit my folly to those Italian fools. I realize what to do at last. The idea was so fitting I burst out into a loud laugh.
Oh my god, no.
Yes,
He LOL'd.
last night I buried the cursed leg in the secret within the San Marco Basilica.
There we go.
Under the black paving stone in the chapel of Saint Isidoro. To my delight this morning, my dear little chérie has recovered.
Oh.
She is as bright as ever.
Oh.
Today I hear from the medical staff too that the plague is steadily abating in virulence.
Nice.
I have given orders that the delegation be quietly released. That fool Boucher waylaid me this afternoon. He wants compensation for his prize. That claim may go long unanswered.
Wow, that guy's a bit of a badass.
Wow.
So we have the
really.
place. We have it.
Yes.
Sassy.
Eureka!
But
Yes.
when
But-
the leg is
No.
unburied, it seems to cause
problems.
yeah, a plague.
Plague. Well, we'll get it out of here quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
All right, so
But we do need to get it. Yes.
Yes, we must take
under
it.
the black paving stone in the chapel of Saint
Isidoro. We got
Isidoro.
Yeah.
So how can we do that without being
Without
catching the attention of?
Yeah, you guys can talk about that.
Time to ninja up.
Yeah.
All right, so meanwhile, at Maria's place, You take the gondola there to the address provided. It is an old building. The front entrance looks like a so.
Oh.
Ooh.
There.
Nice looking.
Look at that door.
Yeah.
That is a solid door.
Nice.
Solid door.
Beautiful.
The knock is answered by an attendant, a servant.
Yes.
Says that you are expected and ushers you in. Takes you down a hall into a dining room, which is well lit by multiple candles. This building is not wired for electricity.
And that's normal though. That's not
Well, in an old city like Venice,
Yeah.
not,
Be a variety
not
of
completely
buildings.
unheard
I'm sure
of.
that was a weird transition period between.
Yeah, having to knock all these holes
Yeah.
in old granite and brick and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's and your overall feel of the place is one of sort of, upper bourgeois gentility. There's paintings on the walls and nice carpeting and that kind of thing. And the dining room is no exception. It has a very nice dining table, a side buffet with some silver plates laid out on display and so in the room is Maria, still dressed in black, although not wearing the veil, and Giorgio Gasparetti, and they're just having some pre-prandial bread and wine. So they both rise as you come in, and Maria says, "Yes, Signor Rohan, please come in.
Thank you.
Welcome." And she starts pouring you a glass.
I wish not to be interrupting. I was not sure if you would have any friendly faces around in this moment.
Oh, yes, Giorgio is friendly enough. In fact, he was just telling me about your encounter at the train station.
Yes, he is. I believe he, along with my friend Max, he showed great concern for your well-being. It struck me quite obviously.
Well, and so Giorgio says, I am very grateful for your assistance in saving Maria from, the bastardo.
Yes, I couldn't imagine a worse fate myself. Yes. So, gosh. So what are we having?
Spaghetti, of course.
Oh my
not quite
god.
dinner. Is it- what
Spaghetti,
time
of
is it?
course.
It's like 5 o'clock.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
some
Oh, okay.
kind of a stew or like some wintry
Probably a
kind
stew.
of.
Yeah.
Did we plan to meet up with you and
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna have dinner with her.
Oh, great, great,
I
okay.
apologize for my companions not being here. They found themselves in the library, and well, you know how academics can be.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one.
So Maria gives a sort of a
Sad smile.
a sad smile and a grave chuckle in spite of herself, and says, "Well, yes, let me go check on dinner." So she excuses herself, and as soon as she leaves, Gasparetti leans forward and he says, "Sincerely, I am in your service for your assistance. If anything happened to Maria, I would not be able to go on."
Oh.
Her family is old Venetian blood. I am just a worker. Her father would not give me permission to take her hand in
my
marriage.
gosh.
But we love each other, and the merging of our love is like the sign of the proletariat and the old order coming together to work together. You see what I say? I cannot express myself as well in your language, but
It is not necessarily my language either, but I see what you say, and it is quite moving any help I can offer for the brief time I am in Venice.
Well, I appreciate that. I think it would mean a lot to Maria if you came to her father's funeral, for one.
I believe we all plan to.
Excellent. Good. Yes. I know her father was murdered. There is no question about it.
Whoa!
But don't tell her. She is upset enough as it is.
I had my suspicions when I heard as well.
Yes. At Christmas time, there was just some trouble with the fascisti. Some of me fellow communists, we got into a street fight, and we were barricaded in a building, and they set fire to it.
Oh!
Two of my friends burned to death.
Wow!
Oh my god.
Damn.
It'll take very little for us to take to the streets again.
Yes. If I may ask, and if it is not inappropriate, do you know of the Rossini? What is his interest beyond, if there is any, beyond the obvious for Maria?
I think he just intends to marry her as a prize.
Oh.
I see.
She is very beautiful, you know. And as I say, old family, so he wants to be.
He's looking for status.
Yes, that is the word.
I see. Well, let us make sure that never happens.
Indeed, over my dead body.
Oh man. Oh, Giorgio.
Or his.
So doomed.
Somebody's. So at the hospital.
Yep.
So you sign in.
Oh, at the station?
At the hospital.
Hospital,
Oh, hospital.
I'm going to go question the
yes.
witness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check in. I head to her room.
Okay.
Knock gently and enter the room.
Okay. So you find Miss Moretti, or
Yes.
Morelli.
Morelli.
Oh,
In a hospital bed.
that's Anselma, right?
Yes, Anselma.
Okay.
She's in a hospital gown, lying on top of the blanket, staring at the ceiling.
Ooh, boy.
Her hair is messed up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the nurses.
She's obviously been crying extravagantly.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the nurses. Like, do you have a brush and a comb and a mirror?
Yes,
Can we please have one for this patient?
certainly.
All right, so I
that's
head back into the
thoughtful.
room
Clever.
and I head to her bed. And hello, Miss Morelli. I'm Dr. Bobo, and I'm here to talk with you to make sure that you are, just to talk with you about the past 24 hours.
So she slowly turns to look at you and blinks a couple times and then just starts laughing.
Whoa.
Wow.
And she's like clutching at your sweater.
All right,
You know.
I make my psychology.
Okay. So basically you have to spend several hours with her, alternately calming her down and trying to pump her for information. But she's extremely unstable. She's extremely close to the edge. Whatever she saw,
Yes.
unhinged her
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
to a great degree.
Okay.
But basically, what she's insisting is that she saw Satan incarnate.
Okay.
Ah.
What did he look like?
Can I get a description?
Can you describe the Satan for me? She describes someone who took the form of a man and yet really wasn't. Someone with bestial features, like that of a cadaverous beast, essentially, with claws, like an animal's. Essentially, her fiancé was getting off the third shift at the factory, and she was going to meet him. And as she was walking towards him, she saw this figure drop down upon him and tear his throat out, and then spirit him up into the air. They rose up into the air like they were levitating, and then she watched in terror as her fiance was dropped from a great height and landed on this pike.
Wow.
Okay. So you saw him get attacked. I mean, you saw him like right before the attack.
She saw the whole attack, basically.
She saw everything from the beginning.
And so you've gotten, since you've gotten as much out of her as you can, and indeed she says, "And now I have told you everything I will ever tell anyone." And with that, she sticks her tongue out at you, and then you watch as the muscles of her jaw clench, and she begins biting down on her tongue.
Ah! Okay, so I call the nurses.
And blood is just running down over her chin. I'll need a sand roll, please.
Yeah. I've seen shit like this, but it's never easy.
Never makes it easier.
But I make it.
All right.
So I call the nurses.
Yeah, you back away as the nurses run in, and they start trying to pry her jaw open, but you watch as the tongue just flops out. Bounces onto the floor, twitching. And we'll leave it off there.
Shit.
So you guys have a destination for next time of where to go looking for the leg. So Renae, you won't be here.
Right.
Okay, so any marching orders for Lady Cynthia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so maybe the investigator can help us with the access to the basilica.
Okay.
Without
too much
being watched
notice.
or
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the best times to go there are like
1:30 in the morning.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you may have official reasons that you might want to go look and then sneak us in.
Paperwork could be filed.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's what
All right.
Cynthia has in mind.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and as usual, since you're not around, we'll assume that Cynthia is in the vicinity, but is not being directly exposed to any horrors or bodily harm. So
Yes, yeah.
you'll always be on lookout, basically.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Nice. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe you're visiting someone, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I might
Yeah.
D.H. Lawrence or someone.
Oh, yeah,
DH in town?
He may be. He may be.
She may see someone
he
that
was
looks like
well
him.
traveled,
Yeah.
so it's
Or
possible.
thinks it's
Yeah.
Perfectly
Romantic.
reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually his brother H.D. Lawrence, but
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong? What happened to Vance and Dottie?
oh well, basically, so yeah, Vance is going to be released without charge, but will be expelled from Italy with his visa revoked. So
So he can meet us in another country.
exactly,
Yeah, okay.
exactly.
All right.
Can he get on the train? Can they get on the train?
No, it's like shortest route possible. So he's gonna have to wend his way around and meet up with you guys in like Trieste or Belgrade or someplace like
Yeah.
that. So
Well, Trieste is still Italy.
Trieste is
Oh,
Italy.
yeah, that's true,
so
actually,
Belgrade.
isn't
So just a little,
little side.
to Belgrade.
It'd be fun when he meets up with Rohan.
I know it's gonna happen.
Sparks will fly.
Yes, they will.
You wore my bathrobe?
oh my god.
Boy.
You let him wear my bathrobe?
Yeah, Max is the one who has to say something about Max, you know.
Max,
Did
I
you
thought we were
see
friends,
him, like-
Max.
Yeah,
No, man, you had nothing.
yeah.